think that's long enough. If you were here for the first part of today's stream, apologies. I took a little bit longer than I thought, but I got into a conversation with my roommate, and we tend to talk when we get to talking. We tend to talk a lot, so apologies. But yeah, welcome everyone to part 9 of the Warframe for Noobs free-to-play 100% walkthrough. We are going to be specifically looking today at the changes that have come to the new player experience with the newest update today, Isleweaver. If you missed it, I've already gone live this morning, and we covered all of the new endgame stuff, minus one minor thing, and that was the Valkyr rework. I kind of skipped it on purpose, because before too long here in the free-to-play, we're going to be getting Valkyr really soon from the Jupiter assassination, so I kind of want to cover it in the free-to-play through rather than with the endgame build. But if you guys want to see that, we can always swap accounts, and I can go play with my endgame build for my Valkyr, and we can see what that is capable of. But otherwise, I'm going to do it here in the free-to-play through. So, yeah, we're going to see what kind of changes they have made and see how it's going to affect our progression at this point. When I got into my main account this morning, I had a letter with a lot of new resources because I got the letter basically stated that they reworked the junctions to be different, and I haven't had a chance to actually see what that difference is. And I avoided it intentionally because I wanted to do it here. So, if that's something you're interested in, and you want to continue watching this free-to-play through, that is a comprehensive walkthrough of the game, using my 11 years of knowledge to show you guys from the perspective of a brand new player how to play the game, how to get started, what kind of things you need to focus on. We're covering every tiny little aspect, every little mechanic in the game, in a easy to understand and comprehensive manner, so that hopefully it will help attract new players to the game. So if you're interested in that, give me a follow here on YouTube, on Twitch. Stumbling over my words, I'm sorry. I'm nervous and excited. Excuse me. Anyways, yeah, so if you're interested in that, give me a follow here on Twitch. I also upload all of these over to YouTube for the archives, because I don't typically archive anything here on Twitch, so it will go away after a while. If you want to pick this up from the beginning and watch it, click the link below the stream to my YouTube channel and go subscribe over there, and you can watch this from start to finish at your leisure. And I'd really appreciate the support. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you would like to catch it live, then below in the description of every one of my videos is a link to my Twitch channel. You can come over and visit and say hi, ask any questions you might have, and just kind of hang out. Also, if you want to make sure that you are always notified anytime I go live or upload a new video, I have a link to my Discord channel server, my Discord server, below both locations in the previously mentioned, and you can click that and join my server, Psychosocial, and always be updated, and also have a conversation. And we've got multiple channels for multiple free-to-play games that you can have discussions with, and it's always being updated and tweaked to be the best possible experience for everybody who is a part of the server, so give that some consideration as well. Alright, I think I have waxed on long enough. Let's go ahead and log into my account, and we will switch to the necessary screen so that we can start playing the game.
Unread inbox
and we have some unread
ill.
emails. Yes, indeed. That is not what I wanted to do, but there was definitely a change. Oh my god. Did anybody else see the flash of that yellow star? I just want to clear these really quick. And if you didn't know, that's all you got to do. If you don't actually want to check any of these, but the flashing kind of bothers you, just go into the window like this, and then just immediately exit out, and it clears them all. Like I said, complete comprehensive. There are some things I have missed, but when I catch them, I try to go ahead and cover them. So, yeah. I made a boo-boo uh, at the end of the last stream. So we opened up, in the last stream, we opened up the Cambion Drift on Deimos, which I'm not on Deimos right now. I did a bunch of farming. Ooh, hey, the whole name is blue now. I like that. There's a problem on my live stream. Can you guys even hear me? Hello? Hello? Oh, there's something really wrong. What's going on? Let me reset. Maybe the problem is my Twitch app. Let me reset that. Let me reset. Okay. Maybe the problem is my Twitch app. Okay. I'm hoping that the problem was the Twitch app. I refreshed it on my phone. Like I said, I keep a preview open up on my phone so that I can always see it and see what's going on. So hopefully whatever that glitch was just my Twitch app. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I whoopsied and I accidentally saw the cutscene. And sadly, I don't see anywhere in I checked the codex. I went back to the Entrati themselves. I tried the Syndicate terminal to see if you could replay the cutscene that plays whenever you rank up. And no luck whatsoever of finding that anywhere. So just as a brief recap, when you rank up to rank 1 with the Entrati, a cutscene plays where son and daughter are having a conversation about her fish, and son basically reveals he never actually killed her fish, like daughter suggested that she did. He did when you were doing the Heart of Deimos quest, the little box of white powder. Yeah, she thought he scorched all of her fish. He didn't. He set them all free in the open world. And so, knowing that, she kind of forgives him, and then he kind of remembers and gives her a name. And now her name is Kaylee. It's no longer daughter. So that's just a quick recap of what I goofed up on. So yeah, let's get in and check out the new changes to the new player experience, courtesy of Isleweaver, and see what is new. And then from there, we can make a plan about what to do next. And I see I've got a lot of viewers today lurking in the chat. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Feel free to continue lurking. I love lurkers. Not a single objection there. There is something going wrong with my previews all over the place. What is wrong with my Twitch broadcast? No internet? Don't you tell me that. You're lying. Don't you dare tell me no internet. I'm streaming. I'm live. If I had no internet, I couldn't go live. You're a liar. How dare you? Naughty, naughty Twitch stream. There we go. Refresh that. Everything looks fine. Alright, so. I am noticing, first and foremost, a very distinct lack of junctions. Period. They're gone. What? Relay's still there. Everything else kind of looks the same. It's all really big text, but the junctions are gone. I wonder why they chose to do that. Oh, okay. No, they're not gone. They're not completely gone. Just when you actually open a junction now, it's no longer there. You can no longer access it or see the rewards or stuff because you don't need to. I like that. That's a nice little quality of life change. So now once you complete a star chart junction, it disappears off the map because you no longer need it. That's really cool. Oh, that's really nice. So now instead of it being a hover that you kind of have a hard time looking at, look at this. You go in, for every task you complete, it gives you a reward and you can claim it immediately. This is fantastic. The rewards are all different. Universal Medallion, I mean, not the most fantastic for probably late game players, but for early game, that could be. I think it really depends on your opinion. That's fantastic. So that could be something that is really valuable to some people, and others are just kind of going to dismiss it. But so far, I like this change. Okay. That's going to give us an I-10 Amber Star, and we've got a Fever Strike. Now, is that... No, that is not a fully ranked Fever Strike. It's just a copy. We still have to go put Endo and whatnot into it to level it up. Okay, trade an I-10 Sculpture in with Maru for Endo. I've done that, but apparently it didn't qualify. Fill an I-10 with stars, complete Maru's weekly I-10 hunt, pledge to a syndicate. I like this. It gives you kind of a structured sense of, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, cool, let's go do it, and we'll get that off the checklist. And then, look at this. Enter the junction, and then once you beat the junction, I'm guessing you'll get 20,000 credits and a blueprint for the Volcar and access to series. Complete connected nodes and tasks to unlock the junction. Enter the junction and defeat Trinity Spectre to unlock. Oh, so it tells you already, like, immediately what Spectre you're going to be fighting? Hence the picture there. That's really nice. Yeah. So far, I like it. What about the next junction? So, we got to the Void already. Phobos never had a junction. I like how this is just bigger text, and now the whole mission is blue, like that, to indicate that we haven't done it yet. It's just a really nice little quality of life improvement there. Now if we go, let's see, okay, we got to Jupiter last time. Now these ones, can I look at them? I can. Oh, and even better, I can complete multiple junctions at one time. That's really nice. But, okay, learn how to perform synthesis from Samaris. Do I have to do find Cephalon Samaris on the relay, use the fast travel menu to find him? Do I have to do the little tutorial mission again? That's what I want to know. Visit a dojo we can do, complete a nightmare mission we can definitely do. Start building one forma in the foundry. I did that. We actually have a forma ready to go, and it's going to give us 10,000 credits. Okay. This is cool. We can actually do... Oh, complete quest the Arcwing. Gain a mod. Look at this. We can actually do the checks for multiple junctions at the same time. Oh, but only for planets we've already unlocked. Okay, so I can't go straight to the Saturn junction and start doing that. But once I finish the Saturn junction here and open up Saturn, then I can immediately start working on those. That is no different than before. And of course it does also look like, again, if you want to actually do the junction, I have to complete all of the missions to get to that junction before it'll let me do that. That's nothing new, and I like that. I actually kind of like that little progression thing, because again, it gives you kind of a sense of direction and allows you to like experience various mission types on your way to progressing through the star chart. And my phone is blowing up again. Okay. My girlfriend's on her way home from the store. But I've got a house. She said she's going to need help with groceries, but I've got a house full of people that are more than capable of helping her. I shouldn't need to stop. Okay, that's... The overlay on that is quite large. Can I adjust that? Let's see if we can adjust the overlay size. Let's go check out our options menu and see. That's probably going to be under interface. Could be system. No, definitely going to be under interface. HUD size, HUD scale, adjust margins. Is there anything new? UI cursor, menu scale. Full. Could probably drop that to like, what is legacy? I don't remember. No, we'll just leave it on full. I don't know. Custom menu scale. Does that apply to everything? That's what I want to know. Is it under accessibility, perhaps? Repeated button presses. Fire manual trigger weapons continuously. Yes, please. Hold to sprint. No, thank you. Hold to aim weapon. Yes, I like that. It's just I'm used to it. Melee auto targeting. I really don't need that. Not for but again, I'm comfortable with the way the settings are now, so I probably won't change it. Aim assist, video, colorblind, visual intensity, interface, HUD colors, subtitles, yes. Prefer default HUD as drifter. Okay, so this is not what I wish it was. This means that when you're in your drifter form, you will still see your typical Warframe HUD, regardless. What I wish this was a thing to toggle on so that when you actually like jumped into your orbiter, you could prioritize jumping in as your drifter or operator instead of your Warframe. I really wish they would add that feature. Been wanting it for years. Okay, cursor scale, chat appearance. I'm not seeing any setting in here that would be tied to the size of the text and the mission boxes being like really, really big. Not seeing any new features, any new additions to this one either. So my guess is, and it's just a guess, I could be wrong, is they tied it to, again, the menu scale. That is my autofocus text fields. Automatically select text fields such as search bars upon opening new screens. No, that's not it. Also don't know if I like that or not. But yeah, I'm willing to bet it's tied to menu scale. So I would probably have to set this to custom, and then I could drop that to like, let's try this. We'll drop, oh, it only goes down to 50, okay. So if I do that, oh my god! And if we pop in here, no, it had no effect, no real effect on those. Those are all still fairly large. And so is the mission window. Just everything else in my menu is super, super tiny. So, no. No. We're gonna... What does Legacy look like? What does Legacy look like? Okay. That is smaller. That is definitely smaller. I could probably handle it being that small. But for the purposes of people watching my stream, I think we'll just leave it at full. And yeah, I'm still not.
And into a future we create. Shoulder.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing what might change the size of these to make them maybe slightly smaller or something, because that one mission I selected, it was spear. Oh, now it's a little better. Yeah, okay, that's better. Maybe it's just because it was like, it had a lot of information on it, because I think there was another mission note on that a moment ago. And because it was a lot more information, it just kind of overlaid. Not a big deal. Really not a big deal. Alright. I think I have an Iatan, so I think we're going to go visit Maru with an Iatan. Let me go make sure that it's fully socketed. We're going to open the series junction just because, and then we're going to start doing some planet missions for Phobos, Ceres, and Jupiter, just trying to open up the rest of the star chart. So, let's see. I have 3, so let's go ahead and we'll socket this one. Oh, I don't even need to fully socket it. You know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone because I'm holding on to that just in case that Nightwave objective comes in that says, hey,
Who have we got on the line?
we
Oh,
want
yeah.
you to
I don't have a
socket
line.
3 Iatan sculptures.
Let's check
fully
what's
socket
next.
them. So, oh yeah, also in my farming yesterday, in and around me making the mistake I did, I managed to get the last of the Excalibur parts, as well as the final pieces of Sevagoth Prime. So now I can not only build, I think I'm gonna need a bit more credits, but if we, where is he? Yeah, so you see here I've got Prime Chassis and Prime Systems there, and you scroll up here, there's the Neuroptics, and now he's right at the top. 25, yeah, I need 50,000 credits to build them both, and they're both going to take 3 days to build, so I can start one now. Let's start with Sevagoth, because all of the parts for Sevagoth are still in my list of Prime parts when I go to try and sell them for ducats. And they'll stay there until I actually start that build. But now they've been removed from that list, and I won't accidentally sell them. And then Excalibur can just kind of stay where he is until such time as we go get some more credits. Alright, so I have an Iatan. Let's go ahead and jump up to Maru's Bazaar real quick. Also, everything is really close. I might have to look at my FOV slider again. I wonder if they reset a bunch of stuff when they made the UI changes. Oh, and I still have an unread message. Aha! Hey, cool, an extra Warframe slot. That's going to be really useful. Okay, so yeah, junction recalibration. I got this on my main account as well. And I read it over there, but I'll read it again just because. Have you noticed a disturbance in the solar rails? It appears all junctions have been recalibrated. Ordis is unsure how or why this happened. For reasons that are equally unknown, but perhaps related, the following items have appeared in your inventory. Ordis is certain the operator earned these somewhere along the line. Your faithful Cephalon Ordis. So yeah, we got a Furus pistol, which I think I already... No, it would be right there if I had... No, that's right, I did the Mark 1 Furus. We leveled the Mark 1 Furus, and I still needed to build this. So now, here it is. Don't need to build it now. They just gave it to me. And then I got a Forma. Cool. I got quite a bit of Forma, so we're also going to be doing some Clan Dojo building today. Because I have enough Forma now to go ahead and finish the elevators. And yeah, that's going to be a real quick thing, and then hopefully on the next stream we can actually start building. So, like, actual, like, rooms and corridors and stuff, because now I have my Forma farm up and running, and that's going to be the biggest thing. Hell, I think I have access to every resource I need, too. that I would need to build rooms. So it's all just a matter of farming. Alright, these are old messages. Nothing important in the transmission, blah blah blah. Yeah, so we can just go ahead and delete those. No longer important. Let's jump over to Maru real quick.
Hey, welcome to my bazaar.
Extract
all
endo
over the
from
system
Iotans.
come here to trade.
We're just going to give her the
Need
one
any
sculpture.
Thank you, Tinsu.
Now, is there any notification
Transaction
that I get?
complete. Been a pleasure.
No?
Remember, I'm always looking for more Iotan treasures.
Okay, there's at least no notification right here that we just completed a junction requirement. Let's see if there's any kind of notification when we go back to our ship. No. We are, however, qualified for MR6, and so we'll be doing that today as well. And if I come in here, we gotta go to Mars. Series. Okay, it doesn't notify us, but there we go. It is done, and we can claim it. Swirling Tiger, dual swords. That's nice. That's actually really nice to have that. And now it has the button Enter Junction. And again, we've done all the missions up to the junction. So I'm guessing, and we can test this as well. I'll probably do that on Jupiter. Yeah, probably do that on Jupiter. What we'll do is we'll the Europa Junction or the Saturn. We'll figure out which one is the easier one to unlock all of the missions, all the stuff. Probably this one. Samaris, visit Dojo, do a nightmare mission. I can do all that stuff really, really fast. But we'll go ahead and do all of the junction requirements without doing the missions first and see if that is still the same. I'm pretty confident that it is. You still have to do the missions to get to the junction before you can actually go in, but we will test that to find out. But right now, let's go do the Ceres junction, because I would like to get the Ceres. Mainly so I can get another piece of Ivara at some point. Okay, and this is our Trinity. Let's pull out our scanner. Oh, fun new fact. We have been doing synthesis. I'll probably talk about this more when we go and actually visit him. But long story short, I got the widget. We now have an infinite scanner. So I will talk more about scanners and the reason that's significant when we go talk to Samaris. But for now, I'm just going to pull this out. We'll scan Trinity. I've gone over scanners and synthesis already in the walkthrough, so if you want to, you can go back and watch those VODs over on my YouTube channel and check it out. But just in case you really don't feel like going back, I'll go ahead and I'll talk about it again here. Let's go ahead and start this fight. We're going to pull out our big kahuna. What? What was he doing here? Did she summon? What was with the extra enemy? That was weird. Why was there a corrupted gunner sitting here? I don't know his actual name. But that was weird. Alright, let's see what happens when we activate a junction now. I'm sure there's probably no change here. If I had to guess, we've already basically covered all the changes. And now we've got the nice animation. I love these little cutscenes, because that is just a badass scene. We got our Volcar blueprint. Very good. The Volcar is a sniper rifle. Not the greatest of sniper rifles, but it's still a decent weapon. Looks like I need 800 plastids to build it. Well, we will get those today. And we won't even need to farm, really, to get them. And it still pops us over. Okay. So, no real change there. So, alright. But now we have yet another planet to go ahead and open all the missions for. We've finished Mars. but we need to go finish Phobos, and we need to finish Deimos, and now we have to finish Ceres, and we need to do all of Jupiter. I don't think we're going to get to all of that today. But now we're going to test this little theory of ours about the Europa Junction. So I think I'm going to start by... we can visit the dojo or do a nightmare mission. Any voters? Don't have a lot of people watching right now. Alright, let's start with the dojo because that's going to be really, really fast.
Adapt to my
But while we're in the dojo, which I'm going to do it from the star chart, just down over here, click on that. Army of me! Man, I'm still itching from earlier. I got to play with the new spider frame, and holy crap, she is amazing. Alright, let's see. This is not complete. Hey, there we go. Alright, is this... let's just contribute that for now. Is this the up or the down? This appears to be the down. Let me open my big map. So yeah, this is our dojo so far, for anybody who hasn't seen it before. This is our dojo. There's nothing to it yet because we haven't been able to really build. But we have an up elevator, which is where I'm going to be putting a lot of our halls and all of our research labs is going to be going up. And then on the other side we have a down elevator that is going to basically be a sub-basement where we put all of the power cores, reactor rooms that I need in order to actually be able to build stuff. So let's go ahead. We can actually start both of these right now, so I'm going to. And then that's going to be it for our dojo visit, because that's all the dojo we have right now. But with time, this is going to get a lot bigger. Although I've said this before, I'll say it again. It is my intention not to build any new rooms in the dojo until I can do it live on stream, so you guys can actually see the progress of the dojo. Now, once I build the research labs, and I am at the point of doing research in the research labs, I'm going to do a shitload of farming of resources, and I'm going to get all that research done as quickly as I can. So I will be spending a lot of time offline farming research and farming resources and getting that research going. But I will not make any additions to the actual layout of the dojo unless it is live and you guys can actually see it and be a part of it. So, just to reiterate. And that includes things like decorating, changing room colors, etc. All of that will be done live. It's just the research in the different research labs that I will be farming resources offline and getting them going as quickly as I can. Because then we can get access to those assets really fast. And then make use of them. So, alright, we are done in our dojo. So slightly longer than I expected, just because I'm ranting, but still pretty fast. Now that that is over with, let's go ahead and do a nightmare mission. Perfect. Exterminate low-gravity vampire. Real quick, real easy, no headache, and maybe, hopefully, a new nightmare mod. One can wish for it. I've been doing a lot of nightmare missions offline too, anytime they're available, just to try and get more nightmare mods. And they just keep giving me the same ones over and over and over.
I sense it.
Ooh.
Track it with the synthesis
Synthesis target.
Don't let it escape.
After this mission, we'll go visit Samaris, and I will talk more about the widget. But first of all, let's scan this. I have standing with him. Cool. That's what I wanted to find out. Because if you don't have any standing, then there's no point in getting the synthesis target. But this scanner is absolutely fantastic. Because you can scan things multiple times. You see how these are green? That means that their codex entries have been complete. And if I was using a basic codex scanner, which I do not have anymore and I don't need it, then I would not be able to scan these. But because this is a synthesis scanner from Samaris, I can scan these again, and every time I do, it gives me a little bit of standing with Cephalon Samaris. Now, obviously, I get more for scanning people rather than objects. And scanning people right now is kind of a challenge. Now, you see the guys are red, the contrast between red versus green. Red means that they still are not completed in the codex. So if all these are the guys are the same, and I scan enough of them to complete their codex entries, then you'll see the ones I haven't scanned yet will actually turn green, and they'll stop flashing orange. And you can see I'm gaining considerably more standing by scanning people. Uh-oh. That flashy flash means I have an assassin coming after me. Oh, Steel Meridian. You know what? I think I'll just hang out up here. Because I want to funnel them into a small space so I can kill them all very quickly. Yeah, I'm not afraid of the assassin squad. I just don't want to have to run all over the damn map chasing their asses to try and kill them all. It's much easier if I just funnel them all into one tiny crevice and then I can open up with my very long-range melee weapon and just annihilate all of them. So, also, I try really hard, if I'm farming for Samaris scanning, there is an easy way to do this. In fact, I might just show you. Because this is like the perfect opportunity to show you. It's an you jerky McJerkface. They locked the doors. Are you? I've scanned you. You can die. Come back out and open the door. Okay, gotta scan that guy, but everyone else standing there has been scanned. And so is everybody on the other side of the door. Fine, you know what? Melee weapon. No. Ground slam. Aw, they're just far enough away that doesn't actually hit them. Damn. Oh well. You know what will probably hit them? That. Let's do it again. Oh, it's an airborne target. It won't take damage. I gotta wait for the timer to go away. For him to get down. Show that he's, Have I scanned you yet? I have. Good, you can die. You need to be scanned. There we go. Okay, you're moving around now. There we go. He's no longer a problem. I know, I just made a much bigger deal out of that than I really needed to. And... aw, come on, you can do better than that. 8,000? No. Do that again. Okay, ready? 50, 112, 480, 970. Oh, and it insta reset. Damn it. Okay. Oh, need my health back. Gotta remember that after it hits a number I really like, I need to get out of the beam. There we go. 970,000 iron skin. That will not go away. We are now invincible. Literally invincible. I'm glad I finally got a chance to show that on stream. I think I've done it once before, but I don't know if I got it to that effect. Crap. Oh, yeah, well, even the beam itself can't really hurt me now. Look at that. Full beam right to the face, barely even touched my iron skin. I love Rhino. This is why I love Rhino. And that little synergy is so broken. and that number will only get higher. Because again, it's the amount you gain is kind of determined by your overall power strength and armor level. So the more armor and power strength I put on Rhino, the more that damage will increase. And I've said this before, but yeah, my maximum so far, the highest I've ever gotten that, is 10 million. Which is just, like, Steel Path can't touch me at that point. I'm just invincible. The only thing that could be a problem to me at that point is a nullifier, who just walks on top of me and then turns it all off. But as long as it's on, I'm invincible.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh no, a heavy unit. Scan that too. And just destroy it. Oh, I forgot to check if I needed to scan him or not. Yeah, this is how I farmed the 50,000, by the way. Yeah, the little widget that you see in the top right of my thing, with the it's an infinity sign, that little widget is now giving me infinite scanners. But before I got that widget, I had to go back and I had to buy them, and you can only equip 100 at a time in a mission. So it took a while to get that 50,000, but now with this widget, the infinity scanner, because you can see where it says remaining charges on the left, it says infinity. I'll never run out. Never again. I only need one. I even went and I sold all the extra charges that I had, because I had like 67. Yeah, once you get that widget, you can go sell all but one of them, and it is now permanent, like forever. It'll never go away. It'll never die. You'll never need another scanner ever again, which is great, because then you can do what I'm doing and scan a bunch of idiots and get all the standing for him and go get everything else that Samaris offers really, really fast. And he's got a lot of really good things on offer. Oh, apparently I've already scanned you. I don't remember scanning a sniper, but she was not glowing. Oh, I can scan that. Looks like my, looks like my target's gonna be in this direction. Okay. Don't need you. What about the guy on the rampart? Looks pretty safe. Okay. You guys can go away. I've already done that. These I can scan even if they're open. Speaking of which, got to open that one. So yeah, looking at my standings so far for Samaris, I'm already at 2,400. I believe my maximum is currently 18,005. And we are about to actually increase that, because I think after this mission, we'll go ahead and do our rank up test to get to Mastery Rank 6. Which will be kind of nice. Uh-oh. No. That could still technically kill me. Like, if I took a full start-to-finish blast from a Jade Beam, I risk the chance of it actually overloading my Iron Skin. So as long as I just don't do that. What a novel concept. Don't stand in the giant fiery laser beam of death and you won't die. Novel concept, right? There. You're all scanned, and now you're all dead. Hold still. I need to murder you. Okay. How am I doing? 60, 153. Damn it. Okay, I might go ahead and ignore these guys from now on. Just because this is taking a while and I want to move on. But yeah, so you get the basic idea when it comes to scanning. Oh, there's our target. Synthesis. That's like his favorite word. Synthesis. I think it makes him feel like he's smart. Definitely comes across as like a goody two-shoes, smarty pants, know-it-all. One of those science types that think they're better than everybody because they're smart, or they have a higher intellect, or they spent more years in college. Like, whatever, dude. Seriously?
I have it. Thank you. Continue this, Anteno, and
Okay.
enlightenment will follow.
I was wondering, like, is he gonna go away? Am I gonna be able to scan him again? Did I find a bug? He created a clone of himself. Yeah, okay, I don't care anymore. Alright, I got my target, so I'm gonna put the scanner away, and we're just gonna eviscerate everyone from now on. I really want to go back and play more with the Spider Lady, honestly. Yeah, we checked out the end game stuff a little earlier, and you can find that on my channel here as an archive, and it's currently also uploading to my YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it over there soon as well. So click the link down below. Go subscribe. Really appreciate it. But yeah, we played with Spider Lady, and I put a semi-complete build on her, and oh my god, I'm in love. She is devastating. The amount of damage she can do is unreal. I do need to still test it against Steel Path enemies, but I was able to run the brand new content, which was fairly high level already, even just a normal path, and it performed outstandingly. So I have no real hesitations, no real concerns, at least at the moment, about her ability to take care of Steel Path. But we definitely need to put a couple Forma in her and finish putting mods on her, just for, like, you know, quality of life, convenience, ease of ease of use, whatever you want to say. The mods she's still missing, she really doesn't need them. She really does not need them at all. But they're going to make it a little bit easier for her to actually do what she does, which is just jump into mission and absolutely wreck fucking house. So, with that in mind, yeah, I think if I said it was going to be like 2 Forma or maybe 3. And again, if you're brand new to the game and wondering, huh? But Forma? What? Yeah, don't worry, I'll explain it. We've explained it before, but I will explain it again. I have a very bad history of repeating myself about things multiple times. So, yeah. Worry not. Just stick around, and eventually, probably within this stream, I will explain it again. Because we're going to also look at the idea of putting bonus mods on... honestly, I don't know. I don't know who we're going to put a Forma on first. Could use it for my dog. I don't want to... We'll put it this way. I don't want to waste any Forma or potatoes, again, if you're confused. Also called an Orokin reactor. Just allows me to put more mods on my Warframe at once. is what that is. And Forma is the other one. Is Forma, you put Forma on your Warframe, it allows you to put more mods on your Warframe. Is the basic concept. The only problem is every time you use a Forma, it resets your Warframe's level, and you can't put another one on him until you level it back to max rank again. Bit of a bummer, but it's okay. It's not too bad. Getting Warframes to max rank is really easy. So, but anyways, now that I've explained that, I have this thing nowadays where I don't want to put any Forma or potatoes on any Warframe or weapon that has a prime, or a stronger variant of some kind. So, we'll take for example my favorite weapon, the Orthos. It's a pole arm. It has a prime, the Orthos prime. So I will get the Orthos and I will level it for the mastery points, but I'm not going to worry about putting a full build on it. I am not going to bother putting a potato in it to double the mod capacity. I'm not going to put any Forma in it to increase its build strength, because I'm going to save all of that for Orthos Prime. So, same goes with Rhino, because Rhino has a prime. Volt, we've already played. Volt has a prime. So the only Warframe I have readily available right now that I might consider putting a Forma in, and a potato, is Kome, who's still in my foundry. She's built, she's ready to claim and play with, and I kind of want to do that. But again, she's the only one I have right now that I would consider putting those in, because of the frames I currently own. She's the only one that does not have a prime.
Excellent work, Tenno.
And if by some strange miracle, which I highly doubt, because they just released the new prime, and Kome is pretty far down the list as far as like the next Warframe to get a prime. We can actually look that up. It'd be pretty easy to do, to figure out what the next prime is after Ureli, who's available right now. You don't even have to go very far to figure that out, because premium bundles, prime access, there you go. Oh, ha, I don't. Oh, it's the blueprint. There you go. That's Ureli Prime. She's pretty. She's really pretty. And strong, honestly. Ureli is really strong where she is right now. Definitely worthwhile. So here's all the new goodies for anybody who missed it. So this is a new deluxe skin for Citrine. And it comes with a new weapon skin, a new Syandana, a new Signa, and a new Ephemera.
Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
Because Citrine's base weapon is called the Corafel. Yeah, there it is. That's Citrine's signature weapon. And if you're wondering what Citrine normally looks like, well, there you go. This is Citrine normally. And we have access to the mission now to actually go and get her here in this account. We just need to go do the last blue mission on Mars, and then I can go ahead and farm that for the gems necessary to go and build her and her weapon, as well as a couple other things, I think. But yeah, so they just released this new deluxe skin for her, and on my main account, I bought it, because I had a lot of platinum, and I was not... And that was the whole point of me having a lot of platinum. I got the Prime Access, I got all the platinum that goes with the Prime Access, and I just saved all of that platinum and waited, because I knew the update was coming today, and I wanted to just be able to buy everything that dropped as far as new cosmetics and stuff. So, I have all of this, and it's really nice. I am not a fan of this Syandana, though. I don't like it. It's too wiggly. It's too big. It colors okay. I'm just not a fan of this style of Syandana, the long cape with the rubbery textures, physics. I'm not a fan. But everything else that came with her is gorgeous, and I love it. Especially this. It looks really weird on Rhino. So yeah, these are really fun. And then, of course, like I said, we also got to play with the new spider frame, Araxia. And I bought this whole bundle here for 800 platinum. Because again, I had a lot, and I've been saving it up, and that's exactly why. But Araxia comes with her own new unique weapons. So these are like a throwing weapon. I'm not exactly sure what they do. We haven't played with them yet. That's still to come. Didn't really care about the weapons, honestly, when I was looking at stuff earlier. Definitely will have to do something about that. Got a new whip. I've never been a fan of whips, honestly. I don't like the fighting style of whips. And it doesn't matter what stance you put on them. I've never really been a fan. And then we got this little thing, which this is called a domestic drone. This little guy, you place him in your ship as a ship decoration, and he will actually move around and wander the ship as a ship decoration. Yeah, called domestic drones. Got quite a few of those in there, and so yeah, I just bought this whole bundle. So got this new ephemera that's all like spider webby and just looks amazing. Looks nothing like this on Araxia herself. Like the glowing red aura, that's not there. That's weird. Can you actually see the ephemera in here? Yeah, you see how the spider webs are just kind of entangling her, and yeah, it's really cool. So, yeah, and she came with her own full unique armor set too that I really, really like. Especially these arm blades. I think these are amazing. They look great on her, and I think they'll be a nice addition on just about any Warframe I want to put them on. They just look fantastic. I don't know how I got off on this tangent. I don't remember. Laughing at myself for being a dumbass. Oh yeah, something about Ureli and Ureli Prime and doing... Yeah, we wanted to figure out the next Prime. Oh, we can do that really easy. Let's pull up the Steam overlay, and where's my option to open a web browser? Web browser. There we go. And then we'll just go wiki.warframe.com. Or is it? Oh, I think I went to the wrong one. I think it's actually fandom. I mean, I could use this. Really? Okay. We'll go back. Thank you. Okay, so if we look at Warframes, here it is, release order. So we can come to this list here, just based on the originals, start from the beginning, and now we scroll down until we find Ureli, and, no, sort by release date, there we go, starting with Ash. There we go. Now that's in order. So the way DE releases primes is they release them in pairs of 2 based on gender, and then from there it's ordered by release date. So if you looked at the prime list, and we sort by release date from the top, so we have Excalibur and Frost, male, male, Mag, Ember, female, female, Rhino, Loki, 2 males, Nyx, Nova, 2 females, Volt, Ash. See, it's the same pattern every time. But then you go over here to this and sort by release. You see Volt, Trinity, Rhino, Mag, Loki, Excalibur. See, these ones were all, I think Nova, Necros, Valkyr, Oberon, Zephyr, there. So I started playing here. You can see Zephyr was like a new release. You have Ash through Volt here. They were all released at the start of the game. And then you have, after Ash, you have Nyx, Frost, Saren, Banshee, Vauban, and Nova. And Necros, Valkyr, Oberon. Okay. So all of those were released on the exact same, or within, looks like within a few days of each other. I'm guessing this is year, month, day for the timestamp. So you can see they were all really released relatively close to each other in time. And I came in after Zephyr, who was released February 5th, 2014, and just before Hydroid is when I started playing. Was right between these two release. When I started playing Warframe, Hydroid was the next new Warframe to be released. That's how long I've been playing, since 2014. But seeing all that, we can go down the list. So yeah, that's the pattern. They release them based on release date, but they release them always 2 at a time, paired based on gender. So our current one, Ureli, is the start of a new 2-female cycle of Warframes. So if we come down the list and we find Ureli on the list, and then we go to the very next female that was released, there you go. Our next prime after Ureli is going to be Gyre. That's how that works. And then after Gyre, we're going to get Caliban, followed by Styanax, and then we will get Varuna and Citrine. Yep, okay. Varuna and Citrine, followed by Kullervo and Corvex. Then it'll go back to Dagath, Jade. Then we'll get Dante and Cyto 9. And then we'll get Kome and possibly Temple. Possibly Temple. We'll probably get Kome and Temple because Temple is gender fluid. They are non-binary. So Temple could technically be released after Kome as part of the female-female cycle because Temple is non-binary. Temple does not have a gender. So that's a possibility. But if they don't do that, then the next one after Kome will be Araxia, and then after Araxia, it will be Temple. So yeah, that's, if you ever are curious about what the next Warframe is to be primed, this is all you have to do. Go to the wiki, find the list of Warframes, sort them by their release date, and then find the current prime, and then remember that they always release 2 females, 2 males, 2 females, 2 males. So then you figure out which one is the current gender, this whether it's the first in the line or the second in the line, and then go down to the next one. So Ureli being the first in the line, they're going to release another female frame, and the next released female was Gyre. So I can give you almost 100% guarantee. I would give you like 99.9%. They might throw a hitch in the rope and not do that, but the likelihood, considering how many years this game's been around and they have always followed this pattern, I am that confident, 99.9% confident that Gyre will be the next Prime Warframe. Followed by Caliban. So yeah, fun little fact. Pertinent to the walkthrough, I think, honestly. Because now you know. So, anyways, enough with my tangent and talking about primes and stuff. We did a nightmare mission, and we went and visited our dojo. So if we come over here to Europa, we can claim this credits. Oh, and Animal Instinct. I didn't actually pay attention to what the reward was. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. Wow, I cannot tell you how happy I am to see Animal Instinct. Oh, we are doing things with that right friggin' now. Not waiting. Not even close to waiting. Where'd it go? Hey. Sort by recent. There you are. That is... I can max it. We are doing just that. Thank you very much. Now we're going to come over here. Companion. Bomber! You're getting a new mod. I gotta get rid of something else first, though. Let's see. I need 11 points. So... absolutely not getting rid of Loyal Retriever. Actually, I am getting rid of Loyal Retriever because I have Resourceful Retriever. Damn it! 18% versus 13%. Oh, and that's going to be how many points? I didn't pay attention to the cost. 7. That's going to be 7. Loyal Retriever is also 7. Okay, we'll leave that there then for now as a placeholder until I can max that out and put it on. Because it's the exact same effect. It's the exact same effect. The only difference is this has a higher probability chance. So it's going to happen more often. Absolutely worth it. I need a potato. I really need a potato for my dog. Otherwise I'm going to have to put a Forma in him with only 30 points. It's not worth it. Okay, so yeah, dig, Loyal Retriever, and Fetch. Absolutely not. So we're going to get rid of probably Pack Leader and Scavenge for now and put Animal Instinct in its place. And that's going to get a polarity, a Forma anyways. So, okay, so since we're sitting here and anybody was going, huh, Forma, what, earlier, and they're still sitting there going, huh, what the hell is Forma? Okay, this is a Forma. This is a Forma. And what this does is if I select that and come here to this menu, I can then click on one of the mod slots in my build, and I can add a new polarity to that spot. And then if I'm satisfied with that, I click apply,
Tenno,
and it will add that polarity to this spot, and it will reduce the overall cost of my mods. So see, dig here is 3. If I move that out, it's actually worth 5. But because I put it in that polarity slot, it's now reduced the overall cost. That's what Forma does. The drawback is if I put that in there, then this rank 30 Kubro goes back to 0. And I've got to level it up again before I can do that again. And you can only put Forma in max ranked things. Kubro, Warframes, weapons, anything that can have Forma has to be max rank for you to use one. And the moment you use it, it resets it to rank 0, and you have to level it up again all the way to maximum before you can put another Forma in. But that's how you put full mod builds on your stuff. So it's very valuable to do. Okay, I am very happy I have Animal Instinct. And we have one last thing to do for that junction, so let's go do it, and not like this. I'm going to take the shortcut. We're going to go to the Syndicates. I'm going to click the Miscellaneous tab. This is Cephalon Samaris. Say hi, Samaris.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
And we're just going to click this button here that says Visit Cephalon Samaris. Are you sure you want to travel to this faction's hub or relay to visit them? Yes! Now the junction only says we have to go talk to him about synthesis. Which I've already shown you synthesis because we had the scanner, we went and did the target in the Nightmare mission. But this is where that takes place. This is where you'll come in the relay to take advantage of the synthesis. This is where you'll buy your synthesis scanners.
Make you an even stronger hunter.
When you buy them and you use them to scan things, they will give you standing. And then you can use that standing to buy a myriad of different things in his shop. Also, like any quest rewards, like Gara from the Saya's Vigil quest, Garuda blueprint you get from the end of Heart of Deimos. These things, I did the Arcwing quest, so everything to build the Arcwing is here. So in case you ever accidentally sell this, and then later want to build it and put it back in your inventory, These are all right here, readily available for you to get. You just need to go farm some quick standing with him, and then put him back in your thing. The most important things, though, for him, the number one thing you should be getting after you start getting synthesis is this thing here, this soul battery widget. Because, again, this makes it so that your one synthesis scanner is now infinite. You never have to buy another scanner ever again. The next thing, the second most important thing you need to buy in this list is this thing right here, the Simulacrum Access Key. And this is going to give you access, as it says, to the Simulacrum, where every enemy in the game that you have scanned with the synthesis target scanner or with a codex scanner and completed their codex entries will be available as a summonable entity in the Simulacrum that you can then use to test your mod builds on for your weapons and your Warframes to see if they're doing the kind of damage and survivability things that you want them to do. It's a very useful tool. So this is probably the second most important thing you buy, and it will be the second thing I buy. After that, I'm going to finish getting all of the widgets for the scanner, and then we're going to start collecting all of these mods, because every last one of them is absolutely worth it. And as you can see, some of them are kind of expensive. So we're going to work from the cheapest ones all the way up. So we'll start with all of these that are at 75, and then we'll get the ones that are 100, and then once we get all of the mods, then we'll collect these weapons, and just whatever else suits my fancy. But those are the most important items. Soul widget, Simulacrum key, mods, other widgets, and you can collect those in any fashion you want. And then lastly, these two weapons here. Oh, actually it's more than that now, because you've also got the ether daggers and the machete. And I'm sorry, these should not be this expensive. They're not that good of weapons. These should not be for 100,000 standing. I would honestly say they're only worth about 25,000, but I'd settle for 50, which is half of what they want, because both of these weapons, we're going to build them, level them, and discard them. They're not worth 100,000 standing. That is too much farming for a piece of garbage weapon. I mean, they'll do the job, but the machete has another variant that's better. The ether daggers are probably some of the weakest dual daggers you'll have, when you could rather go get the Fang Prime. Like, yeah, it's just, they're not worth that much standing. They're just not. So they'll probably be some of the last things I farm from him. But yeah, so that's Samaris and synthesis and all that, and also, just again for reference point, once you get your Simulacrum key and you're wondering where the hell is it, it's this thing. This is the Simulacrum. So you come to his room, it'll spawn you right here in front of the door, and you just make a left and go straight over here and do that. Also, while we're here, this is the Hall of Ascension, basically. All of your mastery rank tests are in here, and since we're already in here and we need to do it, let's go to the MR6 test. Gold Novice. We're going to gain loadout, more daily standing, base mod capacity, and void trace storage. This one I don't exactly remember what it is. Oh, it's the parkour test.
Test your marksmanship. Track and shoot all targets.
Oh, is that all? Okay, this is easy enough. So, rule of thumb, aim, and then zoom out, aim in, shoot it, zoom out, follow the green laser, zoom out, shoot the target within the time limit, and you're done. Try not to waste bullets. Having a machine gun is really good for this, but you only need to shoot it once for it to actually do what it needs to do. So, and then just find the red one. Follow the green line, shoot the red ball just one time. Do it within the time limit. The time limit is pretty generous, as long as you're actually actively trying to do it. There's round 2. This test is really easy. They're going to autofocus you on the first target. Boom, just like that. Shoot it. Green line, shoot it. Green line. And if you have any competence with shooting games whatsoever, this will be a cakewalk. And if you miss one, don't worry. It does allow for a certain number of mistakes. Plus, if you fail, I found this out recently, there's no longer a penalty for failure. So if you fail the test, you can just immediately go back in and try it again.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete.
Yay, MR6.
Another job well executed.
That was easy. Alright, and we got our new plaque. Still don't know where in my orbiter I want to put those. But there. Okay, cool. I think I've gone over basically everything we need to. Crap. Hold on. Nope, we're not going to leave the relay, because relay has navigation. We've visited Samaris. Let's come over to the junction. Okay, it's not completed yet. So, we need to actually talk to him. So let's go back. We're going to approach
you will
him.
Make an excellent show
Talk.
me your dedication to the sanctuary.
Sanctuary Onslaught, trade medallions for standing. I have one universal medallion. No, I'm going to hold on to that for now. Right now it's not worth anything. At least nothing of significant value. Alright, teach me how to perform synthesis. We got to do this a third time. Yes, this will be the third time I've done this. But the first two times were before the rework, so they probably
There's a
don't
sanctuary
count them.
target here, Hunter. I
Alright.
sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner.
So he's going to
Don't let
teach
it
you about
escape.
synthesis and how it works, but we've already seen this. So once he says that, pull out your synthesis scanner that you buy from him. Zoom it in. You can either use aim or you can use fire. Either way will scan in. If you use aim, when you have targets in the distance that can be scanned, if you use aim, it will not scan them. It'll just zoom in and let you see things. But if you hit fire, the moment you hover over it, it will scan whatever object there is. Alright, so you can see the little line of traces. This is kind of pointing you in the right direction to your target. If you follow it, make sure that you actually see each and every one of them as they appear. It will take you all the way to your synthesis target. The easiest thing to do, though, I've said this before, is just ignore that line. Just run through the map, open every nook and cranny and crevice, and then when you get to the point where your target is, with your scanner equipped, just do a quick tap of the button.
All right, Hunter. I will
And it'll
reward
highlight
you
the target for
should
you.
you perform synthesis.
It's a lot faster than following that stupid line. Now we're going to deploy this kinetic siphon to hold them in place. Also, you buy those from Samaris. And we're going to scan the 3 little balls that are glowing in the target.
An excellent specimen, Hunter.
And there you go.
This will advance Sanctuary's goal of preservation.
So if you haven't seen me do this the other 2 times in this walkthrough so far, there you go. Real nice and simple. And that's how you do synthesis. So now let's go back to navigation and check on that junction. And that is now done. Oh, and we're going to get a copy of Sazik. And just as I suspected, we cannot actually enter the junction now because we have not done the star chart nodes to get there. And that I expected to be the case. Not surprised at all. And that's perfectly fine, too. Ooh, fully scan the same enemy type to add into the codex. We've already done that? Cool. Let's claim that. Dissolve 5 mods. Okay. Equip a codex scanner to your gear wheel. Okay. I have to go buy codec scanners now just to do the junction requirement. That's... okay. Honestly, I think that particular one is a little too far in the star chart. That should have been a prerequisite for probably the Venus junction, maybe the Mars junction, not Saturn. Yeah, that should have been right here. Go to your gear wheel and equip a codec scanner. That should have been right here. Because that should be one of the first things they teach you, because the codex is very important, and codec scanners are very important. So we saw the synthesis scanner. I guess now I'll introduce you to the codec scanner, because I have to equip them. So this is your gear wheel, in case you didn't see that. When you're in your arsenal, just click on the wheel. This is gear. This is where you have deployables that you can use in missions as equipment. Things that don't actually apply to your loadout, don't provide you anything bonus-wise to your loadout. They're just extra things. So, like, if you're doing open world stuff like fishing and mining, you can equip those here. This is my Arcwing, so that when I'm on the planet and I want to travel around fast, I can equip this and just fly. We have some Clem clones down here. These are specters that you can deploy next to you, and they will do some damage to enemies. They're just a fun utility. I've got my glyph prism here. This is a spray paint. If you've ever played a skateboarding game or something, or if you've ever watched Fortnite and seen people like spray paint pictures on the sides of the wall, that's what that is. That's all it is. It has no benefit to the game whatsoever, but it's in this list because there is a Nightwave objective that you'll get from time to time as a daily that just says, go into a mission, deploy a glyph. And when you do that, you'll get 1,000 standing for Nightwave. So it's worth doing because it's so quick and fast, and 1,000 standing is nothing to balk at. So, but when you want to equip things, you click an empty spot on the gear wheel, and then you come in here, and you can, right from this menu, you can buy codec scanners. 25 of them for 500 credits. It's not a big deal. Double click, hit purchase. There it is in the gear wheel, and now hopefully I can remove it because I don't need those. Codec scanners are limited. You have to keep buying them when you run out, and again, when something is done being scanned into your codex, they will start flashing green whenever you're using it in a map, and you cannot scan it again to get it to stop beeping, because the beeping is annoying, especially when you're trying to find new targets to scan, and you don't have Helios yet, like me. It's really annoying. So having the synthesis scanner, which can scan targets that have already had their codex entries completed, and it'll get them off of your map, they'll stop beeping. Eventually you can scan everything in the room, beeping will stop, and then you move to the next room and do it again. It'll help you find new stuff. And everything you scan gives you standing towards Cephalon Samaris to buy stuff in his shop. It's win-win-win, honestly. Codec scanners are not worth it. Not even a little. But there. We equipped a codec scanner. Now, did it count? I took them back out, so did it count? It did not count. Fine. Be that way. Gear. Number 5. Codec scanner. There we go. No, I don't want conclave.
As ready as you will ever
navigation. I just want to complete them. There's no point. If we can make our way to that junction and just immediately do it, I want to be able to do that. So, like, yeah. The other one it said to do was dissolve 5 mods. And it didn't specify which ones either, and I've got a lot of duplicates. So, we're just going to pop in here. We'll grab one of those. And 3 of these. Oh, 4. Fuck it, 5. There we go. Click. Boom. There, I dissolved 6. Is that good? back to Jupiter. Junction. Hey, look, it's done. What's it going to give me? 500 endo. Not terrible. But there. Those junctions are now both done and ready to be opened as soon as we finish the map to get to that point. But we're not going to do that right now. Right now, I want to go up to Phobos and actually open the rest of Phobos. And then we're going to do the same for Deimos and Ceres, and then we will hit Jupiter. Again, I don't think we're going to get all of that done today. But I'm going to do what I can. And this is the new event. Trophy tier, 8 Claw Terracotta Trophy. What happens if I click on this? Oh my god. What happens if I click on this? What happens if I click on this? Quest cannot be started. Okay. Whew. I was scared. I don't think I should be able to go in here either. Must complete Angels of Zeraman in order to... Okay. Okay. I thought maybe we just broke the game or there was a bug or something. But no, they covered their asses pretty good. Okay, so yeah, we can't do the new event on this account. Because first we have to complete the Deviri Paradox quest. And also, I think 1999 is a requirement as well. But had we been able to just jump right there into the Deviri Paradox, oh my god. Because we're not supposed to be, we shouldn't have access to that yet. And I don't think it's part of the rewards for either of these junctions either. That's going to give us a Sestra. This is going to give us a Penta. So, yeah. If I remember right, Deviri Paradox is part of this junction's rewards, which you can't even see yet. It's probably for the best. So, okay. Oh, actually, we're going to start our journey here today with Tiana Pass. Just one round. But this will open up the final mission on Mars. Final mission. It literally is the last node. But doing this mission just the one time, it'll give me the ability to go offline and farm this mission. And hopefully the next time I go live, we will have Citrine building the very least. Not to mention, I'll be farming a few arcanes.
Something that defies my own
so,
understanding
this
of
is
the void.
mirror defense.
These
It's
crystals
not
need you.
too
Stop
different
Grenier
from
and Corvus.
basic defense, in that you have a target in the middle of the ring that you have to defend from waves of enemies. The difference here is that there's only one wave of enemy rather than multiples, and that one wave of enemies has a time limit. And then, once that time limit expires, we're going to go to another location and defend a different defense target. And while we are defending the defense target, there are going to be these little extra crystals that are floating around that we can run and collect to get bonus rewards at the end of the round. Or whenever you collect enough. I believe it's 50. Collect 50 extra gems. And it gives you bonus, I want to call them currency points or whatever. Yeah, bonus gems, whatever. Whatever the currency is, you need to buy Citrine. There's two different types. There's a red and a blue.
Old war.
You gotta farm them
Warframe
both.
made crystal
See?
caskets.
Now that we've started it,
Caskets for who?
here's these gems. We can
They'll
go and we can
reckon
collect
wrong,
them.
yeah.
The target in the middle of the room is pretty
yes.
tanky, so you can
Cheese
kind of
for the
leave it
truth,
alone
man.
and just come back
Smash
periodically,
Take the
kill the
cheese,
enemies
do the
that have built
science.
up, and then just run around and collect gems if you want. Or what I'm probably going to do is just treat this like a normal defense. It's going to be longer, it's going to be more time consuming because I'm going to gain fewer gems because I'm only going to get the reward rotation rewards. I'm talking in triplicate now. Reward rotation rewards. Wow. My English is so great, don't you think? I have to state the same thing twice in the same sentence. least I can catch my own mistakes and make fun of them. But by all means, roast my ass for that kind of shit, because I like to pride myself on being a fairly intelligent person most of the time, so when I do something stupid, roast my ass. Please. I deserve that shit. Yeah, and this thing is actually taking a lot of damage. This is obviously going to be better off being done with a Warframe that can actually provide a really good defense for what you're doing. So, Rhino, not the best option to be running this mission, but he's the best I've got. My options are Rhino or Volt right now, so... And Rhino's best positive is that, well, he doesn't really die a lot. Damn, I just remembered I have some Ancient Healer Specters I could deploy here, and, I kinda forgot. 23, it's alright. Alright, so, time limit's done. Now, we're gonna leave this one alone. The enemies are gonna disappear over here, and we've got a time limit to get to the other side. And this is some weird-ass hallway that actually goes through the void. But, while you're in here, there are more of these crystals you can grab. These ones,
Do you know the
they
story
disappeared
of
already.
Elric and Rania? Lovers
I
whose
took too
guardian
long.
Warframe tried to save them by
So
encasing
now we're on a
them in
Corpus
her
map.
crystal. It is their remains and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
So yeah, that little void channel goes kind of between Phobos and Mars. Could be Venus and Mars. I don't know. Let Krill will tell you eventually if you listen to his dialogue. Is it like Krill? No, that's not like Krill. That was oh, Dipstick. What's his name? There we go. I got 50 extra crystals. Belric Crystal Fragment. We got 5 bonus ones. So every time you collect 50, you'll get bonus ones. The best way to do this mission is to have like one person come in with either Gara or Frost. You should do this in at least a 2-man team, but a 4-man team would be best. You have one person come in and defend the main target with, again, somebody with like a defensive ability like Gara with her glass shield wall, or Frost with his snow globe, that he can just put up a barrier over the target to defend it, and he can just sit here and kill enemies. And then your other 1 to 3 players in the team all come in with Titania, and their main focus is killing enemies and collecting crystals. Period. That's all they do. They fly around, they kill enemies, and they collect all the bonus crystals. And using Titania, they are using a flying Warframe, so it's easy to get around the map and collect them all, because those crystals are shared. That 50 crystal limit in the top left corner is shared between everybody in the party. So once those 50 crystals are collected, everybody gets the bonus. So yeah, 1 person to defend, and 3 people will run around and collect them. It's a great dichotomy. And it makes it really fast to get all the crystals. I can do that too, you little jerk. Doing this alone is a bit more of a hassle. Which is why I said, when I do this solo later for farming, I probably won't worry about running and grabbing all the crystals, unless they, like, show up right next to me. And instead, oh hey, the Stephalos. So there you go. And I got 10 of each for completing the wave. So what I will probably do is do 4 waves, so that I'll get 40 apiece. And you see I got a bonus 5 for collecting those. But yeah, so I'll probably do 4 waves, do 40 apiece, not worry about collecting the bonus crystals, rinse and repeat. all while I'm just passing time and watching YouTube videos.
Anyone else picking up weird signal shapes floating
But
in
yeah,
the
that's
sky?
mirror defense. Right now, if I recall, there are 2 mirror defense nodes in the whole game. There's this one, and then there's one more that's actually on Deimos, but we have not unlocked it yet. And it's going to be a while before we do. So yeah, mirror defense. A lot of people really like it. Me, I'm just kind of meh. It's alright. It's not the worst mission type, that's for sure. My biggest headache with this mission isn't so much the mission itself. It's the very low drop rate of those crystals that you need to go get Citrine and all of her weapons, because oh my god, does she need a lot of those damn crystals to buy anything in that shop. And as you saw, you only get 10 of each per wave.
Operator?
Per
Ordis
round.
wonders,
Like,
what are you thinking
that's
about?
ridiculously low, considering the Citrine blueprint by itself, I think it needs like 600 of the red ones. That's absurd. The drop rates are absolute garbage. And that's my only problem with it. The mission type itself, actually doing the mirror defense, not a problem. And I like the fact that you can go around and grab those crystals and gain bonus ones. But again, as a solo player, doing that is really not that easy. And yeah, it's just, and the drop rates are so low that, I don't like doing it. The Citrine farm is going to be tiresome. But that's also why I typically do farms like that while I'm watching videos and stuff on YouTube, because it helps to dumb down some of the frustration if I'm distracted. Alright, so we need to finish Phobos next, now that we're done with Mars. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to finish Phobos, just do all of the mission nodes. That will open up Iliad, it'll let me farm the parts for Mag. Once we're done with Phobos, we're going to go over and do all of Ceres. And just knock it out of the park, get it all done. That'll give me Exta, which is also an assassination, and that is where we actually farm the parts for Frost, which will make that mirror defense far easier to do farming. And then from there, we will go in here and finish Deimos, and then move on to Jupiter and continue progressing the rest of the star chart. So that's the plan. And again, we're doing it this way because you need to do all of these nodes to open the end game path anyways, the steel path, which is the hard mode, New Game Plus, whatever people want to call it. It is the official end game currently at the moment, and to open that, you need to do every mission on the chart. Most people who start brand new counts, they don't worry about that. They just kind of run the chart and do all their questing first and whatnot, and then they come back and finish it later. I don't like doing that. I like to take my time and enjoy exploring the maps and killing enemies and whatnot. And plus, we're already here, so why not just get them all done and out of the way? Most of them don't take a lot of time to blow through and open up the map, and you can just move on from there. So why put it off? So that's why. That's why we're doing this. So we're gonna finish all the nodes on Phobos. Then we'll go to Ceres. Then we'll go to Deimos, and then we'll go to Jupiter. Jupiter will go over to Europa. That will open up the next section of the Void. And then once we're done with Europa, we'll go back to Jupiter and open up Saturn and move on from there.
Our intel suggests that our
So
person
we're
of
making
interest is in the
tremendously good
vicinity.
progress,
Search for the hostage
considering
and bring him home.
how short, I want to say short, I have 2 videos that are almost 10 hours long a piece. When I say short, this account is still fairly young, and for as young as it is, we're making pretty good progress. And again, yes, you could do it faster, but I'm trying to do things a little bit slower so that I'm more thorough in explaining everything and showing off everything. So, yeah.
We can't leave without
I'm
rescuing
hoping
the
that
prisoner.
people
Keep
appreciate that,
searching.
specifically brand new players to Warframe who have never played the game before and get completely lost watching all the other streamers because they're all at endgame, and so they're like talking about all their endgame stuff, and
Keep going. Nobody knows
and
you're
it's
here.
just leaving you dazed and confused. But because you watched them, you got into the game and you're like, it looks really cool and I really want to try it, but then you get in here and you realize you don't know what the hell you're doing because they're not explaining anything and everything's just kind of convoluted and confusing. Even with the new changes, like, those are some really nice changes because they give very specific directions as to what you need to do, kind of. But a prime example of where they kind of flubbed is with the codec scanner. Like, first of all, it's really far away. You should absolutely be doing more with your codec scanner far sooner than Saturn.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
And doing that doesn't actually tell you how to use your scanner. Now, they do make up for that a little bit because the Saya's Vigil quest that gives you the Gara blueprint on Earth, which is required to progress the star chart, that's a good thing. That quest kind of gives you a little bit of a small tutorial on how to gain your scanners and how to equip them because it's required for the mission. And the fact that you can complete those things ahead of time is really nice. At least I hope you can complete them ahead of time. Like, you can complete them ahead of time once you've gotten the junction open, but my next big question is like, say for example, the junction going from Saturn to Uranus. We can't see that right now because we've not gone to Uranus, we've not opened the junction, or we've not gone to Saturn, we've not opened the junction to let us go to Saturn. So we can't see those rewards. So my question is, even while they're veiled like that, if we happen to complete some of those objectives, will they automatically fill in so that you can just open that junction thing and claim the rewards and keep on going? I'm willing to bet the answer is yes. I have a pretty confident, pretty high confidence that the answer to that question is yes. Probably they considered that already, and that's really good if they did. If they didn't consider that and didn't do that, like, why? Why didn't they do that? Speaking of which, I still have codec scanners. I should just use them. So, I was talking about this earlier. So this is the codec scanner and what it looks like. You can see it has no widgets. Things are glowing. This is orange. It has a codex entry still to claim. This one does not. So you can see it won't let me scan that. Codex entry complete, won't let me touch it. That's where the synthesis scanner is different, because this one, I can scan that. And that's the big unique difference between the two. Plus, using the synthesis scanner, again, gives you points towards Cephalon Samaris standing that you can then go use to buy things in the shop, which is absolutely worth it. Let's go ahead and just use these up. Scan what I can. And we'll just get these all used up, because I have no use for them. Once I've used them all up, I won't be buying them again, because I now have the infinite scanner. Can I scan my dog? Nope. I'm trying to scan my dog, it won't let me. I already scanned you. So, go away. How many of these do I have left? 14. That's not a lot. Here's hoping I can find enough stuff to scan that will let me use all 14 of them. Enemies are definitely the best. You're a nullifier. I don't like you.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Thought I just killed one of those. Come on. Only 10 left, and then they're gone. And hopefully I don't ever have to worry about doing that again. Here we go. Coolant tank. Is there another... Yeah, but did you hear the beeping? So anything that flashes green is still causing that beeping to happen, but can't scan it because it's done. I have no idea where the beeping's coming from now. Damn it, I just want to finish using these scanners and get rid of them. Ah, here we go. Okay, so that one's complete, but this one's not? That's a bit odd, considering they're basically the same thing. One has a slightly different model, but they're still more or less the exact same thing. Oh, there you are. How am I doing? 5. 5 remaining. Come on, I can do this. I can get rid of just 5. Made it this far. Nope, I've scanned you already. Okay. And hit. And these are all glowing green. Scanned that already. There's nothing else here. Why did I think that was my, the way I had to go? I don't know why. For some reason, my brain was telling me that's the direction we have to go. For our rescue target.
Stay
no,
focused.
no, it's not.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh no, not another heavy unit. Don't threaten me with a good time. Four. Just 4. Make that 3. 2. They both ran for the damn terminal. Did I do it? Are they gone? They're gone! Yay! No more scanning. That is all the scanning we're doing in this mission. It's done. No more scanning. We're going to get the rescue target and finish this mission. I just really, really wanted to get rid of those scanners. For 500 credits, there's no reason to sell those back. So, yeah. They're not worth selling. Alright. We're gonna just... Ooh, I love this rescue vault. Okay.
Holding area. Careful.
Stop doing
if the
that.
Detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
My gun firing just now, I was not holding the fire button. Okay, so this vault, this rescue vault, is probably my absolute favorite because, she says if you trigger the alarm, or you know, there is at higher difficulties if you were to get a rescue for, like, say, a sortie, or, I don't know, if you're unlucky enough to get it in, like, an Archon hunt, which I highly doubt you'll find a rescue in an Archon hunt. But if that were to be the case, at a certain level, the moment you open these doors, they trigger the alarm. And the best part about this rescue vault is you don't have to open those doors. See this? We're going to go underneath, and we're never going to touch a single control panel. In fact, we're not even going to go up there and risk getting seen by any enemies. Instead, we're going to go this way, or that way, to the side of the vault. We're going to bullet jump over there. You got to be very careful about it. because it is quite the distance and you could fall. But look at that door. Door opens. Hey, guess what? We're in the vault, or the prison where they're keeping our rescue target. Yeah, we're there. Never had to open a door. Never had to trigger an alarm or hack a console of any kind. We're just here. I love this rescue target. It's the only one I actually enjoy doing, because now that I'm here, there's no one else in here with us. We can just hack the terminals and find our captive. I love it. It's real simple. There you are. Here, take my terrible gun.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
Ooh, is that security alarms? Let's turn those off. Or whatever that does. I don't know. But we're just going to turn it off. And then to go back, we pretty much have to go out the same door we came in to get out of this room. So, or maybe not. Maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, well, it really doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, it's this door we have to leave through. How interesting. Not the same door we came in. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're fine. The exit's really close, so let's just run for it. What you should be doing in every rescue mission. Once you get your rescue target, just make an absolute beeline right for the exit. Don't worry about loot. Don't worry about killing anybody, because you've got to babysit that asshole, and if he gets downed, he could die. If he dies, you fail. So, just haul your ass to the exit. But yeah, I love that rescue mission, because you don't ever have to hack a terminal to get in, so there's no real chance of triggering the alarm. It's really nice. Alright, we're going to do Sharpless next, because that is the boss fight.
Don't be dead.
I want to save that for last. So we're going to do Sharpless next, and then Gulliver, Kepler, Lusuga, Memphis, and finish with Iliad. And we'll be done with Phobos. And that'll give us another Nightmare mission that we could run and potentially get Nightmare mods, which are really, really good. Although I did just get the single most important Nightmare mod I really wanted, which was Animal Instinct. But now there's another one. The next important mod is called Lethal Torrent.
This is a mobile defense
It's a Nightmare
mission.
mod for your pistols that gives you multi-shot and fire rate. So you shoot faster and you shoot more bullets, all on one mod.
I can't do this without you.
It's really, really valuable, and it will go on literally every pistol build you ever make. Without exception. Hey! There's a thing in here. There's a scanny thing in here. And I can use the right scanner. Speaking of which, yay, it's gone.
To a terminal. Find one.
Almost done with Phobos already. Very nice.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Alright, this is mobile defense. Don't need to go into a long diatribe on what mobile defense is. We've already done more mobile defenses than any other mission type in this game. Because there is more mobile defense in this game than any other mission type. So, we're just gonna run up here,
and defend our position.
take our data terminal, blah blah blah, yep, slot it in, stompy stomp, everybody go away. I really want to play Spider-Girl right now. Oh, but she is most definitely an endgame Warframe. And wow, is she strong. I really hope that she does not get hit with a Nerf bat because she is so strong right now.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Y'all are boring. Stomp. Go away. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Had to cough. I'm sure you still heard it because even though I muted my microphone can still pick it up. It's that good of a microphone. I do need to see about getting like a pop filter or something for this.
Move on.
Most wise
Hey,
founder,
it's Mr.
protect
Granum
your
Crown.
avaricious servant.
You're right here? You didn't what? Yeah, he's dead already, by the way. But seriously, you popped up directly in front of me? That was kind of dumb. Hi, everybody. Nope, if you want to fight me, you're gonna have to chase me. I'm on a mission to get this boring stuff out of the way so I can go do something more fun.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
There we go. Rhino, stomp!
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
It's almost like saying judo chop or judo kick. Rhino, stomp! I love Rhino. He's a great Warframe.
Still working on it. Continue to defend. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
You're not giving me enough enemies. It's kind of boring. It's really boring. Like I said, this whole mission's gonna be boring. It's mobile defense. Ooh. Another mod. There we go. And we're done.
We are finished here.
Pick it up.
Move on.
Next. Ooh, grab that while we're at it. I do need more plastids. I'll be spending quite a bit of time on Phobos as well as Deimos, just farming plastids. Because they're a uncommon resource. You don't get them in a significant amount per mission, like maybe a couple hundred usually, depending on what mission type you're doing and how long you're in that mission. Like survival missions, you can probably farm a few thousand if you stayed in there for like an hour or more.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
But most missions like this, you'll be lucky if you walk away with a couple hundred. Hell, I've got 23.
I'm in, Tenno.
Not a
This
lot.
will take a moment.
Yo. Hey, Oliver. How's it going, man? It's been a couple days. Had fun with Veilbreaker yet? We actually streamed that this morning, or I streamed that this morning. We went to Endgame and we played around with the new mission type, and I bought Araxia,
Still
and
working on it.
we put a build
Continue
on
to
her
defend.
to play with her and see how good she is, and yeah. It was a lot of fun. And now I'm doing mobile defense. Not as much fun. Not nearly as much fun. But it's got to get done. Ooh, Oxium. I know I need more Oxium for something.
The odds were against us.
Yay,
Tenno,
we're done.
but we did it.
We're leaving
Mission
now.
Complete.
Okay. Nope.
Another
No
job
last
well
minute looting.
executed.
Let's just get out of here. There's so much. there are so many better missions to do loot farming than this damn mobile defense. And no, need to remind myself. Don't waste my time on that. Let's just get out of here. We can do loot farming and much nicer missions. All right. I still have quests I need to do. Stolen Dreams? That's actually here on Phobos. We might do that today. That's another relatively short quest. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about Wave Rider until we actually have access to Ureli's parts. Because she's another one you got to do it in the dojo. You got to build this research lab called the Bash Lab, where the vent kids hang out, and in there you'll find the parts for Ureli. I think we saw that once upon a time.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
So yeah, once we have that lab built and her parts researched and we can actually give a damn about getting Ureli built, then I will worry about Wave Rider. Until then, I don't care. It can just sit there. Oh, forgot Iron Skin. Oh man, none of you are coming close. Alright. I guess if I have to. I mean, I gotta get this thing leveled anyway, so I can use a far better gun. The Gorgon is so bad. I mean, it's doing okay against these level 10 enemies, but they're level 10 enemies. Any gun is worthwhile against level 10 enemies. Oh, cool. That actually reached them. There's a mod over here. What was that? Ammo drum. Oh, it'll make for some good endo. Okay, damn it. Can't shoot the floating shield because that negates all incoming damage. I was trying to shoot over the top of them and failing miserably. Alright. We're going to do the same thing with this one I've done with all the others. Of the infinite mission types, the endless missions. And I'm just going to do enough to clear the map node. Because we can always come back later and farm it for resources if that's what we want to do. Right now, my priority is clearing the map node so that we can finish opening the planet and progressing our way to Steel Path. So, 3 waves and we're out of here. Hopefully, this won't be very long. I'm gonna try and use this Gorgon a little bit more, because it's a terrible weapon and I don't like it, but I gotta level it for mastery points. Oh good, it killed itself.
Wise founder, protect your avaricious
that
servant.
should not be a statement I have to say, but it's a robot. It was a mindless automaton anyways. And it was programmed to do that. I mean, granted, I just lost out on a little bit of Oxium by it blowing itself up, but Oxium's not that hard to get these days anymore. Used to be those Ospreys were the only way you could get Oxium, but nowadays I can find it periodically in loot crates. So I'm not super worried about it. I love being able to just delete half the map by doing that. It's going to come a time when it won't do that anymore, so I'm enjoying it while I can. Yeah. At a later date with the level scaling and stuff, there will be a point that no matter how much you boost the damage to his stomp, it really won't kill enemies well enough to be worth keeping. So we're going to be removing that ability from Rhino and putting something else in its place that's far more useful. But I'm going to enjoy it while I can, because I really enjoy using the stomp. There we go. Oh, I gotta kill the Granum guy. Really? He just happened to spawn in, so now he's counted as one of my enemy targets. Yeah, and he is the last one. Dude, you ruined everything by showing up.
Reinforcements
Oh,
available.
but that was the end.
Do you
Cool.
choose to leave
M10,
now or
Seltra,
continue fighting?
Orthos, Sevagoth. Cool. Well, we're leaving.
We're
I'll take
done
my
here.
Void Relic
The
and go.
extraction team will
Thank
take
you.
over from here. Time to
Grendel
evacuate.
Chassis, Masseter, Burston. Don't need the Sevagoth systems. He's building. He'll be done in 3 days. So hopefully, by the next time I stream, because today's Wednesday, and the next time I plan that I expect I might be able to stream will be Saturday. So hopefully by that time, he will be done, and we can play around with Sevagoth Prime. My very first Prime Warframe. For this account. For this account. On my main account, I'm only missing 2. Zaku and Lavos. I have all the other primes. And there, now we have Excalibur building as well, so we will have him available on Saturday as well. Also. How many Warframe slots do I have right now? I need to see. Because 3. That's a problem.
Knock, knock.
I thought I got an extra one in my mail.
All the way out
I know I
here.
bought 2.
Operator.
Because that originally just said 1 extra, and then I used my starter platinum to buy 2 more slots. That should say 4. Not 3. That should say 4. But that really makes me wonder if I actually want to claim Kome right now, or if I want to wait. And I think I'm going to wait. Because we have access to Deimos, which means we have access to, wow, I hate it when my brain turns off. We are going to soon have access to the Hellman. Which I talked a little bit about Helminth before. Not going to go into great detail about it, but Helminth is infested. And Helminth is the strain of infested that made the Warframes. The Warframes are biological robots made from infestation. That much is something that even at this point in the game, long, long ago, back when I started playing, that was something that we learned about just by reading codex entries. So it's not a big spoiler to tell you about it. The Warframes are made from infestation. They are biological robots because the infestation is a biotechnical virus called Technocyte. Basically, it's a biological virus that was engineered in a lab, and it has some technology components to it, like mechanical in nature. Makes it super duper durable. So yeah. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay. Yes, we're going to do that, but no, we are not just jumping into it blind. No, no, no. This mission, this is one of the few unique Arcwing missions called Rush, and I hate it. Shield capacity, armor, and health. Crap! I was hoping we had a mod that would increase my overall speed. Flight speed of 1. I don't know what that means. Alright. But I can't boost it at all, so we're gonna try this. Now, the last time I had to do this mission, I had noticed they had made some changes to it to make it a little bit easier. So hopefully this will go well, but I hate this mission. We'll put it this way, I don't like any kind of mission in the game where I feel like I have to put myself into a state of near panic attack just to run the mission, because I am holding my breath and my heart is racing, just trying to get to the mission complete, hoping to God that nothing goes wrong, and I fail because it is timed. So yeah, Warframe by itself is in general a very fast-paced game, very, very fast. Overall, I don't have a problem with that, but you'll find a common trend with me and the missions that we run. That I particularly don't like to do any specific mission type where I feel, again, like I am forced into a state of panic to complete a specific objective within a set tiny time limit, or else everything goes wrong. Like if I'm running around the map and the entire time I'm running the mission I feel like I'm having an anxiety attack, I don't like that mission type. That's why I avoid interceptions unless I'm playing with other people. I can't stand interceptions solo because I spend the entire time in the mission running frantically around the map, trying to kill enemies and hoping to God they don't take my nodes, and then I fail because I can't keep up with them taking the nodes, versus me having to recapture them. Like, I can't stand it. Disruption missions used to be the same way for me, but nowadays they have made some quality of life improvements to disruption that has kind of lessened that, and it's a lot nicer and it's a lot easier for me to handle. So nowadays I actually really like disruption missions. But yeah, interception I can't stand. It's another thing. It's one of my headaches with mirror defense. I like mirror defense. I think it's a decent mission type. But again, I feel kind of panicky because I'm trying to balance defending the crystal with running around and getting all the bonus crystals that are all over the map. But the moment I run away to go collect those, the enemies, they swarm the stupid thing and start doing a lot of damage to it. So that's why I say you're probably better doing that in a team. But for me, I'm going to probably just kind of focus on defending the target and ignoring the crystals, the bonus crystals, because if I have to try and do both, and I keep trying to do both, then I'm just gonna, it's not gonna be a good time for me. So, and I want to enjoy this. So, this mission, for that reason, again, I feel like once I start it, I'm going to have to basically hold my breath and hold back a panic attack while I run to the end of the mission, and I don't like feeling like that. So, I hate it. We're only going to ever do this mission this one time, and then never again. Okay? Let's go. Because I can't stand this mission. Because it's literally just a race to the finish. You have a limited time to get there, you've got a bunch of obstacles to avoid, they put other things in your path to prevent you from actually being able to get there. Like, 3 minutes doesn't seem that bad. Do you see these? See how they're holding me down? Yeah, these are littered all the way through. Now I can blink and get away from them, but if you blink at just the wrong moment, then I run into a wall, or I blink too far, and now I'm stuck having to go back, and this is why I hate this mission. And the whole time I'm like, oh god, timer's running out. I'm screwing up. Oh god, please, let me get there in time. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't stand it. So once we actually beat this mission, I will never run it again.
You're halfway there.
Yeah, halfway there. Now. I'm now halfway there. Yeah, and you see these damn slowy ball things. They're everywhere. And you can't take the time to destroy them because you don't have the time.
Save our profits.
You just don't have the time. You've got to go.
The loading docks are just ahead. Get ready.
There we go again, hitting an obstacle because I tried to blink away from that stupid thing. And instead I blinked right into a wall. Okay, now that we're here, we have to destroy these drones that are protecting... Would you stop it? These cargo liners, and then we have to destroy those. If we do not destroy the drones first, we cannot do damage to the transport. There we go. Oh, and there's still one more. And there we go. Mission complete. Now we leave. Thank God. Talking 20 minutes about one mission type. Not just one mission type. I was kind of explaining, like, overall. It's not just this mission, but it's literally any mission in the game that makes me feel the same way that this mission does. So, like I was giving an example earlier, I don't like interceptions for the same reason. If I have to do them solo, I do not like them because they make me feel like I'm in a constant state of anxiety the entire time I'm running the mission. I can't stand it. Unless I'm playing Titania, and then I can just fly around the map and murder enemies, and it's fine. But somehow Titania trivializes interceptions, but yeah. I don't like anything that makes me feel sick trying to complete the mission. And that's what that mission does to me every time, and I absolutely hate it. So yeah, now that mission node is done, I will never do that mission again. Ever. Let's go do a survival. That's far more fun for me, because that's just run the map, kill everything you see, wait for the timer to be up. Much more fun.
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno operative hunts for supplies. Set off the alarms to start.
What you got for me, Poochie? Yay! More energy to start. God, I wish I had Spider-Frame right now. She is so much fun, and I really want to play her more.
Hold on. Emergency life
but she
support
is
is
very
inbound.
much an endgame Warframe. I say as I repeat myself yet again. But Araxi is a lot of fun.
Look for personal life support modules dropped by fallen enemies.
Yeah, again, if you missed that, we streamed this morning, covered the endgame content with my main account. And I had a lot of platinum, so I just went ahead and bought the new Spider-Frame. And we playtested her, put a kind of a build on her, and it was a lot of fun. That archive is on my channel, and it is also currently being uploaded to my YouTube. So if that's something you want to see, plenty of opportunity to do so. And yeah, she's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Spent about 3 hours covering it because I was very surprised that there wasn't more content. I really expected that Veilbreaker, with the significance that Veilbreaker had, especially on like 1999, because they brought back like the big enemy kind of sort of 1999. I expected there to be like at least a small quest to do to get started with Veilbreaker, and there wasn't. There was no quest. It's just there's now a new timed clan event going on, And there's a new mission type that you can go do, and you can use that to farm Araxia and her parts and her weapons. And it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I was mildly disappointed because I expected there to be at least some kind of new lore. And I suppose there is, because the whole time you're doing the mission, Osaka is gabbing in your damn ear and giving you like little tidbits of her life. So there is some lore to it. But again, I was really hoping there'd be like at least a small quest to get started. Didn't have to be something, you know, elaborate and illustrious like 1999 was for the new lore. Could have been something that just took like, I don't know, 30 minutes to complete at most, and that's with watching all the cutscenes. And it would have been fine. But yeah, there was nothing. So, other than that tiny disappointment, the rest of the update, I'm really liking it. Really enjoying it. The quality of life stuff they've done to the new game, really good. Yeah, Araxia, like I said, is really, really fun. The new deluxe skin they gave us for Citrine is gorgeous. And I had a lot of fun putting that on Citrine and doing my fashion framing on her. Absolutely worth it. And yeah, you can see all of that in my archive and over later on YouTube. I'm also still trying to upload part 9 of this. Or is this part 9? Can't remember. Maybe it was part 8. I don't know. Monday stream. When we streamed on Monday, and it was, again, 9 hours long. I hit the export button on that almost as soon as I finished the stream, and this morning it was still not done uploading to YouTube, nearly 48 hours later. So I canceled the upload and started the export again. So hopefully that'll be done and I can set it live tomorrow. And then, of course, once this one's done, I'll start exporting it as well. And then Veilbreaker that we did this morning is uploading over there. So hopefully I'll have plenty of YouTube content for you guys here very soon. I also need to figure out how to start making my VODs and stuff into shorts that I can be uploading to YouTube as well. But I'll be honest, I am not very good at making short-form content. Not at all. I'm not used to it, it's unfamiliar to me. I've made a couple of shorts that you can go and watch on my YouTube channel, but I'm just not that good at it. And for things like this, where I'm taking my long-form content and making a bunch of shorts out of it, I never know what moments in the broadcast would make the best shorts. So, like, I mean, how do you pick the right moments out of a 9.5-hour stream?
The raid is off to a successful start.
When I can sometimes barely remember what I had for breakfast in the morning. Like, there's no way I'm gonna remember each tiny minutia of everything I said in the stream and then go, oh yeah, I should take that moment and turn it into a short. I have no idea. There are a couple of, like, websites that I can go to, and if I buy a membership, then they will do all that for me, and then I just have to finalize them and tell them to upload them. I'd really like to do that, but I can't afford that right now.
Another job well executed.
Hey, wow, that was some good money. 26,000? Damn. Not bad for a 5-minute survival. On Phobos, of all places. Alright, now that one's done. Let's do Memphis, which is... Oh no! Defection! Oh! I forgot that was this early in the game. Damn it. Okay, for everybody who just went, huh? What? Why are you so concerned? Defection is endless rescue. There's no simpler way to put that. You know the rescue missions where you have the defense target, where you have to keep him alive? Yeah, they took that and turned it into an endless mission. And it's garbage. It's terrible. The rewards are awful, except for one, which I wish they would just move the damn thing. Harrow. The Warframe Harrow.
Do you
One of
remember the
his
old
parts
war, operator?
drops from
Or just
defection
seems to
missions.
have misplaced those memories.
And that is the only notable reward in these missions. And pretty much every Warframe player alive, if you're farming for Harrow parts, then you'll do the defection, but the moment you get that, you'll never touch this mission again. And that's going to be the same for me too. Because, ew, gross. I don't like regular rescue. Whoever thought it was a good idea to put infinite rescue in the game needs to be slapped. Because, I'm sorry, no. This was not a good idea. Not even a little bit. It's bad enough that Disruption is basically endless mobile defense, but at least Disruption is kind of fun. Defection is not. Not even a little. Again, remember that anxiety state I was telling you about? Yeah, defection makes me feel that way too. Alright. I have to do it. But again, this will be a one and done. At least until I absolutely have to go and start farming Harrow parts. And then I will get the Harrow part, and then we'll be done with defection forever. Okay, good. I hear my girlfriend hollering someone's name. I was worried it might be mine, but no. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's go get this headache over with. There are far better frames to do this with than Rhino. It's the biggest problem. Anybody with a wide-ranging AoE that does damage to other enemies usually is going to be your best option for this. So, like Hildren with her third ability that just drains health and armor and shields from enemies and gives it to you as health and armor and shields. Absolutely fantastic for this.
Instead, they've banded together in search of a more peaceful life. They call themselves Kavor.
So yeah, I was talking over her a bit there. So the lore behind this is, you're on a ship full of Grineer defectors called the Kavor. They have left, but unfortunately, as they escaped from the Grineer, they encountered the infestation, and now they're on at risk of basically being eradicated by the infested, thereby weakening the overall solar system's defensive capabilities against the Grineer, because the best way to fight the Grineer is with Grineer defectors and other people who are willing to stand up to them and tell them that we don't like your shit, it stinks. Alright. So the way this works is we're going to do this. In here, there is going to be an oxygen node that will help keep them alive. We have a power cell. The power cell recharges this thing and makes sure that it has enough oxygen to keep them alive. The rescue targets are at a different spot on the map. We have two options here. We can either go find them ourselves, or we can go activate this, and now they will run to this oxygen tank. And our job is to just keep it full. And we have to rescue 10 hostages, I think.
And no, why?
I think.
help.
So, you see their health is low. They come into contact with this thing, their health is no longer low. And then just like excavation, we kill enemies that drop power cells, and we use those power cells to recharge this. And then once they are all full health, and the O2 thing is full health, or as soon as we are just ready to do whatever it is we need to do, we go ahead and we trigger the oxygen tank, and it tells them that it's time to go. And now they will run for their exit point. And our job is to follow them and keep them alive. If they get downed, we can pick them back up, just like a rescue target. But as you can see on the top left, we can only lose 10 people. If in the state of doing this we lose 10 people, then we automatically fail the mission. Now, keeping them alive isn't really hard for the first couple of phases. The hard part comes when you do multiple rotations, and then they start throwing multiple groups of enemy, or of rescuees. One group, fine. The group can have as many as it needs to have in it, it doesn't matter. As long as it's just one group, it's fine. The problem starts coming when they start deploying multiple groups of rescue targets that need to be rescued.
Success. A group of crew members has reached the transport.
Yes, they have.
I will never stop.
Oh, and Sargus Rook is, yeah, mad at us for doing this.
Look what I found. The Cavor. The high and mighty. Dead fools walking.
And I don't remember how many groups we need to rescue.
There's a heavy
I
unit
think it's
approaching.
2. I think it's 2 per wave, per round. But I don't know for certain. And again, every wave, every round that you complete, the next round, has you defending more and more groups. Or I think at the end, like for wave 4, you have to defend 4 groups at a time. You have to get them here, get them full of health, tell them to deploy, and get them to their exit point, all alive. And if you also notice, when I told them to go, not only do we have a straggler, but we also had one that took an opposite direction from everybody else to get up here. So they like to divide, and I want to say conquer, but there's no conquering. They're just dying.
The air is sick.
Yeah, so you can see their health slowly failing. That's why those oxygen tanks are so important, because they will refill their health back to full. Okay, we've got one almost there. This one I think is going to fall before we get there. Yep, sure enough. And now we have to pick them up. Now she's back at full health.
A group of survivors has escaped.
But yeah,
There are still survivors to be
that is
evacuated,
defection.
But this operation is becoming increasingly risky. You have permission to seek extraction when you feel you can no longer protect the crew.
And again, you can see now,
I found a new group of
now
survivors.
that we've gotten the first rotation done,
Keep it up.
there's now 2 targets, A and B. And the way that works is you have to basically go get all the targets to group up in one location, because B will, you go to B, you get those targets to the B node, and then when you tell them to move out, they will not go straight to the exit, they will go to A. But before you can go and do them, you've got to rescue A. And there's, of course, also a time limit. If you don't get to that point and give them the commands via the terminals in time, they will just move on their own. They'll just be like, screw this, I'm tired of waiting, we're leaving. And then if they get killed, you fail. I hate it. Again, it The longer you stay in defection... Oops, I just took an unnecessary screenshot. So yeah, the longer you stay in a defection mission, the more and more panicky it gets because they keep just throwing more and more rescue targets at you that you have to protect all of them. And when you're solo, oh my god, is it a headache. So no more. We are not doing any more defection. You know what we should do? We should go do one of my favorite things in all of Warframe, and we should harass the shit out of the Sergeant. I love kicking his ass. As we go into this, pay attention to his little head when it pops up on the screen. I'll do my best to stop talking. This is just another assassination mission. Nothing significant. Don't have to do a lot. But yeah, read what it says under his picture as he says it. He talks a lot of shit. Like, dude is one of the the biggest trash talker in Warframe, which is why he's so memed. He's the biggest trash talker in Warframe and also the easiest boss fight in the game. Fashion Victim's about to become something. Yeah, it's really fast and I'm not very strong, reader. Like, my comprehension level is out of this world, but my speed is not. I'm not a very fast reader. Hey, I want that. There we go. Almost complete. Cool. But now we
You're still in the clear.
are going
no
the wrong
detection
way.
from enemy sensors.
Okay. Am I sprinting? I hope I'm sprinting. I'm not moving very fast. Let's fix that. I'm far faster if I'm in the air. That was a nullifier. I don't know if I've ever actually pointed that out before. I know we've seen them before, and I've mentioned it, but I don't think I've ever actually fully pointed it out. The guy with the blue bubble around it. That was a nullifier. Rhino's biggest weakness. Because if I walk into that bubble with my iron skin active, it's no longer active. Pause you have come and casket you will go. Yeah, he talks a lot of smack. Orc and secrets cannot remain secret forever. The Rhino will look great hanging on my wall. You see? He's a cocky SOB. And yet I just one-shot him. He's done. Completely done.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here.
As weak as I am, I just one-shot his ass. One slam attack on his head, and he just ceased to exist. That's why the Sergeant is so mean. We could do this mission so fast that I could probably sit here and farm all the parts for Mag in about 5 to 10 minutes.
In my grasp, oh, Parvos. Protect
There we
me.
go, Mag chassis.
They won't be bothering us anymore.
I spent 2 minutes, 3 minutes in that mission, and that was with me horsing around and collecting loot. That sure as hell wasn't the time I spent doing the boss fight. Oh my god, he died so quickly, and I loved it. And we pissed off Stalker again. I don't care. I want to do that again. Oh, and hey, that's the nightmare mission. Let's go do it again and see if we can get not just another piece of mag, but a new nightmare mod as well. Come on, Lethal Torrent. Come on, Lethal Torrent. Okay. Amanada, Iron Skin. No looting this time. I'm just gonna run. Let's see how fast I can complete this mission with my basic build Rhino. Like bare bones, nothing special in his build at all. And again, pay attention to what the Sergeant says. Is this a gathering of freaks? Dude loves his trash talk. Okay, that one he said already once before. Let me go ahead and turn the map off so you guys can get a better look at this. Alright, he's down there. Oh, he survived. Okay, so I had to hit him like 3 times that time just because I missed my mark.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno. Walkers incoming.
I could have done that faster. Had he been in the temple, like in the first mission, I probably could have done that even faster.
They won't be bothering us
But
anymore.
there we go,
Let's get
minute
out of here.
19. Hey, Seeking Fury, that's a good one. I've got that on one of my endgame shotguns, and it made it really strong. And we got Magner optics. That's 2 pieces. What was the first part again? I think it was systems. I don't remember, but I kind of want to just go get the rest of her, because we only need 1 piece left. Like I said, I could probably do her, and I could probably farm her entire kit in about 5 to 10 minutes. I still need to buy her blueprint. Okay, chassis neuroptics. Yeah, so we just need her systems. And then we're effectively done with the sergeant. Like, no need to do that again. Because that's all he drops is mag parts. So if this gives us her systems, then we're done with mag, which is nice. And then I can go to the market, and I can buy her blueprint, and we can start building her.
The assassination target is nearby. Seek and destroy.
Alright, gonna go for again, time record. Minute 19, that's what I gotta be. See if I can get through these twisty, windy halls fast enough. We can beat a minute 19. Oops. Not if I do stuff like that, I'm not gonna beat it. Oh, good, he's in the temple again. Boom! Bye, bitch. I'm out of here. Ah, now I'm getting stuck. Get down!
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. Walkers incoming.
Alright, fingers crossed. Hold your breath. Don't count your chickens. Mag systems?
Target down. Assassination
Mag
contract
systems?
complete.
Mag systems!
Great
Look
work,
at
Tenno.
that. 3 missions and we got all of mag. Minute 12. I shaved 7 seconds off my time. Could have shaved more, but I got stuck on that stupid rooftop. And I could do this even faster if I was using Titania or Varuna. Varuna is nasty. Okay, so that effectively was Phobos. We're done with Phobos. So, I think Ceres was next, because, yeah. Dead-end planet. No progression anymore. See that? Nothing. The line to Jupiter used to be right there. It's gone now. And that is not new to today's update. That was even before the update. I want to go play Araxia some more. She was so much fun. Anyways, some important stuff on this planet. Let's look at the resources. I mean, no. Honestly, we can get all of those in other places relatively easily. Nothing
What's on
here
your
to
mind?
worry about, thank
Let's
God.
get
Okay, let's
back
just
to
do
it.
quick exterminate. Yeah, so, okay, done with Phobos. We've got that whole line opened up, even the Void missions on the other side. They're all done. We'll do Ceres because it's a dead-end planet, and once it's done, again, we can go do the assassination mission, farm all of the parts and stuff from there. This assassination mission on this planet actually is fun because it's 2 bosses that we've already previously fought and killed, and now they're back. Those 2 bosses are Lek Krill from Mars and good old Captain Vor. Told you he was we'd be seeing him a lot. Back when we first killed Vor on Mercury, I told you we'd be seeing him a lot. And so yeah, here he is again. Alright, now this tile set is probably one of my favorites to play through. Mainly because the curious that we've talked about in the past, the little Orokin-looking cat statues, there's a lot of them on series. And I do mean a lot. Okay, I just tried to chide myself for bothering to kill them, but this is an exterminate mission. That's kind of my job. Okay. Don't need to worry so much about the loot, though, because all of the loot that is here on series we've already pretty much collected everywhere else. Even the Orokin cells, which used to be unique to this planet, but now thanks to Deimos and Cetus bounties, you can get... Oh wait, no, not the Cetus bounties. I think it was a different one. Still, you can get Orokin cells far earlier than Cetus. That's the point I'm trying to make. It was plastids I got on Cetus bounties, not Orokin cells, but yeah, like Deimos has tons of Orokin cells. And plastids too, for that matter. Kaboom! But yeah, I absolutely love this tile set. Don't know why. It's like the grungy gas. The whole place kind of just reminds me of like one big oil rig in space. And it's really cool. Oh, and here's one of our first curious spots. And in fact, this one has two. What is that? Hold together. Oh yeah, they changed that already. I no longer have to scan plant resources on various planets. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go up there. There are two curias up there. And I want to scan them both. And this, I haven't actually been up here for a very long time. Haven't had a reason to be up here. But this is really cool. I always love this. Alright. Go ahead and grab that. Pull out our scanner, because the first one is kind of along one of the walls. Hell, I might have already gone too high for it. The last one's really easy to find. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, here's... hiding on that tiny little ledge. Okay, so that's the first one. Ow. And the second one... is it on this side or the other side? I think it's on the other side. This is the top, by the way, I think. Or is it? No, it's not the top. Okay, we need to go all the way to the top for the next one. Again, it's been a long time since I actually went up here. Haven't had a need to. But yeah, there are loot crates and lockers up here, and this is really high up. There it is. There's the second one. All the way to the top. And before anybody asks, again, no, I have never found all of the curias. About the point where I started farming all of the curias, they did the Jupiter map rework, and some of those got moved. And I have no idea where to, because nobody's making guides on them anymore. And it just hasn't really been a priority for me, because I've had a lot of other things to have to do instead. But yeah, so... But I do have quite a few, and the ones I do know where they are, I will point them out for anybody who's interested. And again, the reward for collecting all of them, I think you get a shoulder emblem, you get a glyph, a profile glyph, and a ship decoration. That is the little curious statue you can put on your ship. And, I don't know, I like it. It's a nice little decoration. Here, I thought I was going towards another dead end. I'm not done killing everybody in here. Oh, but let's put away the scanner, because I don't need that again. You're in the tube. You're in the other tube. Dude. How do I get to you to kill you? How about I just... What? Did you guys see that? On the mini-map, the red arrow, it was in the tube, and then it just disappeared. And somehow went through the door? That was weird. Alright, here's another one of these nice big topsy-turvy tile sets that has a lot of little nooks and crannies, not a whole lot of secrets, but it's just really big. There's doors everywhere. So if you've never been here before, yeah, take the time to explore. Check it out. I'm just going to focus on killing guys. Hey! Except for that. We're definitely collecting that. And it's not in this door. Excuse me. I'm trying to scan something.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
How do I get to it? Oh, it's down. Okay. There you are. Cephalon fragment. Now we can go back to just hunting enemies. And finishing this mission. Goodbye. God, I love this polearm. It's going to be very sad when I have to put this down and start using other melee weapons because, well, I need to level them to mastery. But we will never be getting rid of this polearm. This polearm is just way too good. Until they come out with a better one. But right now, this thing is just fantastic. And the fact that you can get it so early in the game, because it's only MR2. Mastery rank 2, you can go and farm the quest on Cetus to get this polearm. And Kome, and her rifle, which I really should be using... Oh, you can get up there. Don't know if anybody's ever shown you that. If you're new, if you're a veteran, maybe you've been playing forever and you just never really realized it because you don't explore the map. That's fine. But you can get up there. I've done it. Hell, I'm going to do it right now just because I haven't done it in a long time. And there is loot up here. A couple of loot crates. See, nothing significant, nothing like really worth it, but it's one of those, hey, can I do that thing? And then you find out you can do the thing and you're like, awesome, I did the thing! And that's the whole reason to do it, is because you can, and it makes you feel fun or cool that you were able to do it. So yeah. Oh! You know the secret pistol absolutely sucks, but when they take a round point blank to the face, suddenly it doesn't feel so weak anymore. It's still a bad gun. Ooh, and I'm about to fall off the world because I'm getting a little too spin happy. There we go. How many more do I have to kill? Oh, okay, we're almost done. Here's another really big room with lots of little hidey holes that you can explore. There we go. There's our quota.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Our corpse quota. Thank you, Mommy. I'm glad I made you happy by slaughtering Grenier. I've been keeping an eye out for one particular end cap that has another curia in it, but I haven't found it. Ah, here it is. So, this one, it's got an up and down. Nothing too significant. But the curia is right there, in the pipe. Really easy to miss if you're just flying through grabbing loot. So, don't miss it. Now, how did they end this? Oh, I might have a fourth one for you. Let's see. Grab my loot first. If I do have it, it's right there. Told you, series has a lot of curia. It is... nope, can't say that. Instantly going to be wrong. I was gonna say, you only find curia on Grenier planets, but no, that's wrong. Because the first planet I ever found curia on was Jupiter, and that's Corpus. I believe there's one in... there might be one in here. It's, if it is here, it's... aha! I knew it! There we go! Yeah! Okay. What was that, 5 that I found now in just one, maybe just 4. Still, 4 or 5, that's a lot for one mission. Yeah.
Mission complete.
Lots of
Excellent
curia
work,
on
Tenno.
series. Maybe I'll have to make that a priority one of these days on my main account, is to just kind of run regular mission nodes and find all the curia, and then I can come back here to the walkthrough and show you where all the rest of them are. I'll have to write it down, their locations.
Hey, Tenno, you ready for today's deal? Oh, I mean
And
deal.
it's the daily reset. Okay, what's our daily Nightwave objective?
Nora is all about incentivizing.
Visit a featured dojo. Okay. Sure. Visit a featured dojo. Okay. It's part of the walkthrough. So, yeah, go to your dojo, and then instead of going to your dojo, pick one of these. Just any of them. And you can pop in and look around and look at people's decorations if you want. Me, I'm probably just going to leave, because I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done today, and I'm running low on time. The stream may say that I've been streaming for 3 hours.
Well.
But I've
Looks
actually
like
been
some
streaming for
serious
6.
crud is going down out there.
Because again, it was
Here's
in
to
2
you,
parts.
anonymous troublemaker.
So yeah. That's how you visit someone else's dojo. Look at this. Hello. Wow, do I suddenly feel small, insignificant, and very edible. Snake. Snake. Snake! This room seems nice. Minus all the hungry serpents staring at me. It's very well done, though. Very nice. Alright, we're gonna leave. Again, I did it just for the Nightwave. It is a lot of fun looking at other people's dojos and wishing some of their artists were part of my clan. Because I'm not artistic enough to come up with that kind of stuff. Like, the way that they figure out how you can put specific decoration parts together to make those elaborate sculptures and stuff, I don't know how they do it. And I don't have that talent. It's sad. Oh man, not another interception. Alright, we're gonna go do Bode first. Bode is my favorite mission on series because it's the Spy Vaults. And Spy Vaults are one of my favorite mission types in Warframe. I love the Spy Vaults because they're puzzles, and I love puzzles. Even if they're puzzles I've already solved before, I love doing puzzles, so...
I need you to get inside enemy data
Probably only going to
vaults
do a
and
couple more
retrieve
missions
crucial
today, and then I'm going to
intelligence
call it a night for the stream. But again, these are all being uploaded to my YouTube channel, so, and there's a link to that below the stream, so if you would like to go and see this entire endeavor from start to finish, it's all over there for you to enjoy. I'm currently uploading, I think, part 8, because I think this is part 9. I can't see. I can't see to read it, and my memory is so bad I don't remember what I put into the title box before I started the stream.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
But yeah, so this is all over there. You can go and watch it as soon as it's uploaded. And of course, today we did do this morning the Veilbreaker stuff with all the new endgame content, and that too is being uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you missed it, don't want to watch the archive that's just below the stream or whatnot on my main channel, or my main page. I'm very much a YouTuber, so I'm going to use a lot of YouTube lingo, and I apologize. Hey, there's another Curia in here. I know this room. I know there's a Curia in here. Can I find it without the scanner? Oh, I'm also remembering there's a room where there's one in the floor. This one's on a shelf. I think. Where'd you go? There it is! Just finding them all.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Oh, and this is this room again, with the way up there, but we already found both of those. So I'm not going to worry about doing it again, because you can't scan those more than once. Even having my synthesis scanner, you can't scan those more than once. Alright. Spy Vault A. What do we got for defenses? Oh, is that all? Bye. Okay, we're going to go up here. No laser there. No laser there. Jump across. Whee! Nobody here. Is there a laser grid there? Don't think so. Okay. Down in the tunnel, jump over that. In the vault. Kill him. There we go.
They won't even know it's gone.
Extra loot. Sorry. Coming through. Apologies about the drive-by.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
A heavy unit? Oh no. Hey, it's my favorite vault.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now.
At least my favorite Grenier vault.
The data.
Because it's the easiest. Jump. Hole in the floor. Hey look, we're in the vault.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Smash that. Head back on up top. And roll right through the door. Oh. You want to play that game? Here's my answer. Okay, I don't think there's any Curia in this tile. But there's a lot of open space to just kind of run around and find a bunch of loot, and it's a really good spot to kill enemies because it's very open. Oops, that didn't work.
The target console is nearby. If you
Open this one
trigger
up.
the alarms now, the enemy will start
I love this one too,
destroying
because
data.
it too is really easy. Just watch for the drone. Is he... Where is he on my map? Okay, he's right down here. So we're just gonna kind of watch him for a moment. Oh, it's a Jade even. And he's gonna go in there, and now... Don't go through that. He's gonna go that way, and we're just gonna kind of hop down, and we're done.
Excellent work. A
And now
clean
kill
extraction
him
with
for the
no
extra
alarms.
XP.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
And again, if you haven't done this before and didn't hear it the last time I was here and mentioned it, if you trigger the alarms before you can hack the console, this thing comes alive and you can kill it. So if that's something you want to do, go ahead and trigger the alarm. If you trigger it after you hack the terminal, though, it won't. See? So I just hit the alarm. It's still there. So you have to do it before you hack the terminal. But then, yeah, that thing comes alive. It's I think it's called the
Stay
Lynx.
focused.
It's
There's
just a
heavy
mini
unit
jackal.
approaching.
You'll get a sigil for killing him. So it's not all worth bad. There's nobody back here. Okay. That mission's done. And
Another
that spy
job
vault
well
is significant
executed.
because it should, hopefully, eventually, drop the next piece for Ivara. And I really want to get Ivara. Especially before we get to some later game spy vaults, I really want to get Ivara. Because they're a pain in the ass without her. So I will probably farm that, but not right now, because watching someone just farm is, I suppose, kind of boring. Oh, hey, an invasion. Rescue. Okay, so the regular is a rescue. What's the invasion? I get to choose a defense mission or a sabotage, depending on who I want to support. And depending on who you support, you do this mission 3 times, you'll get resources. I haven't talked a lot about invasion missions yet because we haven't really had any to speak of for me to actually talk about as part of the tutorial. And I don't have a lot of time right now to do it, so I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, so we have a couple options. We've got a defense there. This is a rescue mission. If we don't do the invasion, this is interception. I hate interception, so I should probably do that one next, just to get it out of the way.
Animals do not eat so much.
Alright, yes, let's go ahead and get this headache over with. I would also kind of like to get to the boss fight before I end the stream, again, so that I can go ahead and I can farm the boss fight while I'm offline for all of his drops. He drops the parts for 2 different things, a Warframe and a gun. The Warframe is Frost, and the gun is called the Miter. It's a saw blade launcher, and it's really fun. It's not the greatest weapon in the world, or at least it wasn't, until they recently gave you an Incarnate adapter for it.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode
And
now.
yeah, it's just really fun. Just the concept of a saw blade launcher. It's really fun. Oh good, you guys moved out of the target zone, so now I'm just going to kill you while I take over. And somebody's trying to take that one. Of course they are. I really don't like interceptions.
You have captured a radio tower.
Right. I don't know where the person is, where the terminal is. For whoever's trying to take this one over. Hopefully I killed them. Let's go for this one now. They put D right in the middle, and again, D is going to be their favorite terminal to try and take over and steal from me.
This tower is ours now.
I don't know if that was an intentional running joke by DE, but it hits the mark. Like, the innuendo is not lost.
We have control of
at least
all
not
4
on me.
towers.
Really? I'm standing in it. I just stomped. Everybody either died or froze in place. How is somebody still trying to take it from me? Okay, get up here. Get away from that terminal. Is that the only terminal? Normally these nodes have like 2 terminals that the enemies can hack to try and take back control of the node. But I'm only seeing 1 here. Hopefully it's just the 1. Because I want this mission just over and done with without any complications or extra problems. Yeah, interceptions again are not that hard, not that challenging, as long as you have at least 2 people. But solo, I hate it. As long as you have, like, if you and a buddy want to go farm some interception missions for, like, void relics, it's a lot less stressful to have just one person cover 2 nodes and one person cover the other 2. Not hard at all. Not much of a headache in the slightest. But doing this by yourself, I hate it. And of course your best option is a team of 4. Obviously, because then you can just have everybody stand on one node and protect one node and not move. And they don't stand a chance. And with a full 4-man group, interception becomes easier than defense, easier than survival. Because you just stand here and kill whoever shows up to try and take your tower. There we go.
The remaining enemies must not report back to their command.
There are no remaining
Eliminate
enemies.
Everyone.
I killed them all.
The enemy have deployed fierce
Yay!
reinforcements.
I don't
Are
have
you
the clap
willing to
emoji
stay and
equipped.
decode more
No, we're
messages?
leaving. I only wanted to clear the mission
another
node.
message
Well,
incoming.
if there's anything I need to
Capture
farm
and
from this,
decode
we'll
the
farm it
signal.
later. Right now, I just want to
Good
clear the
work
Star Trek
today.
map
Not
node.
only have we decoded the enemy.
Because I'm running low on time. But I really want to get to Exta. I'm pretty sure Exta is the boss fight. Let's see. Oh, this is another... Oh, it's a fissure. Mobile defense. Bleh. Mobile defense. Alright. I suppose I'll go and do the... Ah! Of course, that's the one that doesn't have a double mission. The other 2, this one's an invasion, that one's a void fissure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Exta is the assassination, so we'll... Yeah, I don't want to do the invasion until I have more time to actually talk about invasions and how they function and why they're important. So we'll start with the rescue. So we'll save that conversation maybe for the next stream, depending on how that goes. Again, I'm hoping that'll be Saturday. Barrow Katir is going to be here again, and I'm interested to see again what goodies he brings, and maybe hopefully we can get a new Prime mod.
There is a prisoner here that is vital to our operations. Search for the holding location.
So yeah, that's my next, hopefully unofficial planned next stream will be Saturday, and we'll be doing some more
Keep going.
ducat farming. I'm going to try and do some ducat farming beforehand, so that maybe this time, like last time he showed up, we don't have to spend quite as much time wasted on just ducat farming, because ducat farming is boring. I don't care what you're doing, how you're doing it. Ducat farming is boring.
We can't leave without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching.
There are so many other things we could be doing in this game that are far more fun. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm wasting time. That's what I'm doing. Excuse me, had to cough. You probably heard it even though I didn't mute the microphone. I love my microphone.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
It's really good. But sometimes that's also a bad thing. My microphone is great, it picks up every noise. Oh god, my microphone, it picks up every noise. I do believe there's still one Curia that I know of that I have not yet collected. I can visualize kind of in my head where it is, but I don't remember exactly what tile set it is. It's another like end cap style tile set. But when you enter it, it'll have this kind of grating on the floor. Maybe we'll find it. I hope we do. And then yeah, you use the scanner and you look through the grating and you'll find the Curia under the floor. Y'all are annoying. You're interrupting my rescue mission. Sounding the damn alarms. What do they think they're doing? This ain't no picnic. It's a covert operation that I am failing spectacularly at being covert.
We've reached the prison.
There we go.
Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
You guys, so you're not an obstacle. Yeah, I'm not explaining what we're doing here, because other than it being like a new map, it's still a rescue mission. And I think we've actually done this specific rescue tile once before.
We need to get them back to command in one piece.
But you saw where I went.
Find your way to the exits and don't leave the
Maybe I'll do it
behind.
Again, I'm trying to be thorough and cover every aspect of the game, so maybe I missed a spot there. If ever I do miss something and somebody catches it, by all means, point it out. Because I'm not perfect. I don't know absolutely everything. And sometimes, because I've played the game so long, there are some like tiny minutia in the game that I might consider to be insignificant, but are actually kind of important. And so there's a chance that I'll just kind of overlook it simply because it's not something I ever really pay close attention to. So if that ever happens and you guys catch it, let me know. I want to be thorough.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh, hey, look. It's a prosecutor.
Prosecutor eliminated. Watch out for more.
He's so cute. He thought he was actually a threat. Wow. 2 of these tiles back to back. That's pretty rare. Alright. Don't suppose I can get lucky. Here it is! Hey! This is it. This is the room. Let me make sure I'm not going to be interrupted by any friends. Okay, you don't remember the right grading? Excuse you? I'm busy. I know it's here. There it is. Right there. There it is. And that concludes all of the Curia that I specifically know about on series. Really glad that showed up. And I remembered exactly which room it was, because, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, hey. Thank you. Don't mind if I do.
Marines inbound.
Alright. Now that I found that, we'll leave. And that, hopefully,
The captive has been secured. You've done your part, Tenno. We'll take it
should
from
give
here.
us access to the assassination mission. Which we've already done. Twice. It's just now they took those other 2 assassination missions and made them 1. And it's kind of funny. And then this will probably be the last mission I do for today. For the stream is Exta Assassination. Let Krill and Captain Vor. 2 enemies we've already fought. But now they're together. Thinking that working together is going to give them any better odds at beating me. Beating us. Because yeah, well,
contracts are not to be taken lightly.
everybody's got to do this mission sometime.
Will have a significant impact on enemy forces. Search the area. Leave no survivors.
So yeah, and this will open another farm that I can go ahead and go
This is your
do.
most dangerous assassination yet. Captain Vor has teamed up with Lek Krill to take you down. Let's show them your true Tenno power.
While I'm not streaming,
I
because
see
again,
you.
just farming kind of boring.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
I save all the farming, assuming that as new players you're going to do all your farming, you know, at another time as well. And I haven't done a lot of farming. Hell, most of the farming I've been doing is for Void Relics because of that one Sevagoth screw up.
Tenno, get ready. A prosecutor is approaching.
And I did a little bit the other day to try and start building some Forma, so...
I recommend you focus your attacks
yeah, that's
on
going to be
one
my
target.
primary farm.
If you split your attention...
Hey, another prosecutor. Okay, so we gotta go up there, and then it's gonna trigger cutscene. And even the cutscene looks
Another dead Tenno.
familiar.
Prosecutor down. Stay alert. There could be more ahead. There is the assassination target.
Alright, so the easiest way to do this fight is to start with Vor,
You will join us.
because he's the easier target.
Or another.
He doesn't have the gimmick of the backpack and whatnot, so typically you start with him, because him it's just a matter of attack him 3 times until he does his invincibility, and then the 3rd time you kill him, and then it gives you the ability to just focus entirely on like Krill,
Stay focused.
who requires you to do that whole backpack shooty shit. So, turn around. There we go. Okay. His hose is free, so now he's going to freeze, and we're going to wacka him a bunch in the face. And now we'll shoot the backpack again. Come on, that's it. Okay, hose is free again. Wacka. You're supposed to only have to do this like 3 times, but when we fought him on Mars, I kept having to do it like 4 times. Hey now.
Your corpse will serve us well.
And Vor is talking to us from the grave. There we go. There's number 3. Now will you go all Bernie? Nope, we're gonna have to do it again. There we go. Wait, did I get the hose pop? Yeah, there we go. There's 4. How about now? Yep, now he's gonna go all Bernie. And now we can just kill him. Absolutely no difference fighting him here than we did on Mars. Same with War. Absolutely the exact same tactics. So yeah, now let's head for the exit and see what goodies we got. Ooh, wrong direction. Okay. Whew, managed to correct just enough. Rude. Open that. I want to go home. Come on. It's dinner time. And we ordered pizza. We didn't actually order pizza. Actually, I've got a sub sandwich waiting for me. And I'm excited for that. Alright, what do you give me? Okay, twin gremlins. Good. And frost chassis. I forgot about the twin gremlins. But there's not a bunch of extra pieces for it. It's just the one blueprint. So yeah, frost, and then we did not get any pieces for the miter, so I'm going to have to farm that. But now that I've done that mission, that is something I could do. And we've
Check
made
your
the Stalker
inbox,
mad
operator.
again.
Maybe
Poor
orders will get
Stalker.
delivered someday.
I'm actually kind of mad about the Stalker because in all the boss fights that we've done, I have actually gotten him to spawn twice, and I have killed him twice, but both times we're off stream. For once, I want him to show up on stream, and he just won't, and it's annoying because I want to show you guys what it looks like. For the tutorial, the walkthrough, he hasn't shown up yet. So we haven't actually killed him on stream, you haven't seen his entrance, or any of that. Veterans will know exactly what it looks like, and they're just like, yeah. So some people really enjoy it when he shows up, because they enjoy handing him his ass. Others, they get annoyed when he shows up, because it happens so often that it gets kind of monotonous. But everybody's a little bit different. Personally, I'm in the category of I love it when the Stalker shows up because I really enjoy kicking his ass. But yeah, that is going to do it for me today. Thanks to everybody who hung out. And again, this stream today was in 2 different parts. The other part is on my Twitch archive, where we went to I got onto my main account and we went and looked at the new Veilbreaker stuff, played around with Araxia a bit, did the mission, kind of got a feel for where everything was and what we needed to do for the new event that's going on. And all of that is on my Twitch archive that is also currently being uploaded to my YouTube channel, so pick a location, give me a subscribe or a follow, and keep an eye out for that if that's something you're interested in seeing. This will also be uploaded to my YouTube channel as soon as I'm done streaming, so you'll be able to see that over there. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. Again, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, no guarantees, no promises, to stream again on Saturday. Barrow's going to be here, so I'm going to do a little bit of ducat farming until then and try to get myself ready for when he shows up so that maybe we can buy a couple of things. I'll probably farm some credits too, so hopefully we can just get in and get our toys and then go play with them, basically. So look forward to that. Thanks to all the new viewers who showed up. We had a lot of people pop in and just kind of lurk in the background and see what's going on. Thank you. I appreciate you guys showing up and just even giving me a glance. And I hope some of you will stick around for the future. So yeah, thanks. I'm going to go enjoy my dinner now. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Stay safe out there. Game on. Have a lot of fun. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.